translation model. Okay, so they're using BART GPT. These are the like bigger models they're using. Okay, now let's transformer. Yeah, these are transformer based model, but transformer was an architecture based on transformer. Actually, they have came up with BART GPT. Okay, these are the thing. Okay, now let's start with our agenda for today. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Just confirm me if you're able to see. Okay, so now. Okay, so I think my screen is visible. My blackboard is visible to all of you. Okay. So we are going to start NLP. So the full form of this NLP is see me and Paul sir is there. Okay, so we'll be covering like the topics. Okay, like Paul sir will be discussing the theories and all. Okay, and I will mostly like sometimes I will come also. Okay, if he's not available, but mostly we'll be covering all the theory and I will cover all the practical part. Okay. Yeah, actually, Sunny sir is not there, so we need to sacrifice, right? Guys. See, we'll show some of the projects. So you will see like it's kind of end to end only. Yes, yes, he left actually. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So first of all, let's see today's agenda. Okay. So first we'll see introduction of NLP. Then we'll see a application of NLP. Then what are the tasks actually we are gonna do if we learn NLP? So we'll also see various NLP tasks. Uh, then because here you will be mostly working with the language, so we need at least some basic understanding of language. So I will see also like what is language. Then what are the approaches are there? Approach to NLP. Then Some challenges also is there inside NLP. So we'll see the challenges. Okay, now then I will also discuss about the NLP pipeline. Then at the last, we'll also see the word embeddings. Word embeddings means like representation. Okay, representation of text. Basically, you convert text to numbers. Okay, so this is the actually main challenge here. If you see, as of now, we have worked with tabular data in machine learning, and in computer vision, we work with images and videos, right? So image is what? Basically, it's just a pixel. Okay, if you see an image, so here actually it's just a matrix. Okay, here some of the number is pixel is there. So there actually relationship is not like required. Okay, so you can take this number out and you can do the analysis. But if you see like text data, it's a little bit actually complex structure. Okay, so every text or every language has some kinds of actually linguistic understanding, or you can say grammatical rules. Okay, suppose if I write I am Bappy. Okay, I am Bappy. So there are some context with the text. Okay, but if I write am Bappy I, is it meaningful, guys? Just tell me. Right, so to represent this context, okay, inside NLP, it's like very challenging so far. Okay, so you need some advanced technique of word embeddings, like how to convert this text to numbers, so that this kinds of semantic meaning also will be remain in the text. Okay, so that whenever your model is learning something, okay, like I am Bappy, it should be able to understand after I am will come, after am Bappy will come. Okay, so this is the main challenge here. Okay, so that is why actually NLP a little bit difficult field if I talk about. Okay, but before understanding this difficult field, before going to this difficult field, first of all, we should be familiar with these are the concepts. Okay, basics concepts. So once you are able to understand these are the concepts, okay, then you will be able to learn NLP by yourself. Okay, self-learning, is it also possible? Okay, first of all, so these are the things actually required. What are tasks you will do? What is NLP pipeline? Okay, how to do word embeddings, how to do text pre-processing. These are the things. But model building is like very easy. Okay, now it is like a Hugging Face is there. Okay, just go to Hugging Face, just write 2 to 3 lines of code. It will load your model. You will be able to build your model. Okay, it's like very easy. But doing these are the tasks actually, it's like very difficult. Okay, so now I think we'll show you like how to use Hugging Face model. Okay, it's like later on concepts whenever we'll be starting with the transformer. Okay, but before that, you have to learn the RNN. Like as of now, you saw like ANN, artificial neural network. Okay, then you have learned CNN, convolutional neural network. Now in the text, actually in the field of NLP, you'll be learning something called RNN. Okay, that means recurrent neural network. But before starting recurrent neural network, you should be familiar with these are the concepts. Okay. Okay, now let's start. So just let's minimize this one. I'll bring one slide here. Okay. Okay, so first of all, let's discuss about the introduction of NLP, like what is NLP all about. Okay, so if you see, there is like beautiful, like you can say, there is a beautiful, sentence is there from the Wikipedia. Okay, so what they told, a natural language processing is a subfield of linguistic. Okay, so let me, linguistic computer science. Okay, an artificial intelligence concept with the interaction between computers and human language, in particular how to program computers to process and analyze large amount of data of natural language, you can say, data. Okay, so you can see natural language processing is not like just one independent thing. Okay, so to do the natural language processing or work in the natural language processing, you need four things. Okay, one is like linguistics. Okay, linguistic understandings, because there are many languages. Okay, if you see in the world, there are many languages. So uh, to work in the language, you should have knowledge on the linguistic understanding, grammatical understanding, right? Otherwise, how will process the text? Like just before I showed one example, like my name is Bappy. Okay, then I am Bappy and am Bappy I. Okay, so these are some actually grammatical rules actually follow whenever we write some sentence and all. Okay, so this is one of the main things. So for that, actually, we need understanding in linguistic. Okay, so it is super important. And you need information engineering. Okay, so what is the information engineering? Suppose in the text, actually, there will be many actually punctuation and like there would be like many unnecessary like things. Okay, suppose if you are scrapping the text from website, so there it will also contain the HTML tags and all. Okay, it will also contain, suppose some let me annotate here. Where is my pencil? Yeah, suppose it will also have some exclamation mark. Okay, question mark, then underscore, okay, then some HTML tag. Okay, HTML tag. So these are the things actually it's not required. Then there will be emoji also. Okay, emoji also there. So to process this are the thing. Okay, so we need like information engineering techniques. Okay, there are many information engineering technique like feature, you can say text processing. Okay, inside text processing you have many things. Okay, I'll be discussing about what are the things are there. Even I will show you the code example also. Okay, I will share one notebook with you so you can refer this notebook to do the entire text processing and all. Okay, now this was the information engineering. Now you have computer science. Okay, so from the computer science, what you need programming language. Okay, programming language, because at the end you need to program something. Okay, here actually it is mentioned, if you see, natural language processing is a subfield of linguistic computer science and artificial intelligence concept with the interaction between computer and human language. Okay, in particular how to program. Okay, how to program computers to process and analyze large amount of data. Okay, so basically using this language or using this text, actually at the end you are trying to program a computer. Okay, program a computer so that it would be able to understand like what we are trying to say. Okay, or what we are trying to put as an input. Okay, suppose like we are putting as an English language, okay, inside our system, but it is able to understand like what we are writing, what we are saying. Okay, like if we do the speech recognition, if I tell something to my computer, it would be able to know like what I'm trying to say. Okay, but in the backend, actually how it is processing, how it is trying to understand, because if you see like computer only knows like 0 and 1. Okay, so every text, every image we are putting, okay, how it is converting to 0 1, how it is like trying to understand, okay, as a number. So this was all about like information engineering, linguistic, okay, computer science, all about. Okay, so that's why they are telling in a particular how to program computers to process and analyze large amount of data. And here you are not just working with like 100 rows of CSV, because if I talk about text data, okay, there would be millions of text data. Okay, so not only text data, whenever you will be converting this text to number, at that time just see the dimension. Okay, it will pass like lakhs of dimension. Okay, at that time this dimensionally like problem would be there. Okay, I think you have heard of curse of dimensionality issue. Okay, so this is one of the main problem in NLP also. So that's why actually we don't use machine learning model here. Okay, because machine learning model is all about statistical model and it fails with the higher dimensional data. Okay, so for that we have something called RNN, that means recurrent neural network. We have something called transformer here. Okay, it can basically handle, these are the like you can say higher dimensional feature, because it has millions of weights. Okay, millions of, you can say, parameters. Okay, so this was all about. Now there you need artificial intelligence. Okay, artificial intelligence. Okay, so artificial intelligence, I already told you, here you have some algorithm like RNN. Okay, transformers. Okay, transformers, actually these helps you to actually to process like to do the prediction and all thing. Okay, so actually this four thing is like very important. So if you combine this four thing, okay, so you will get something called natural language processing. Okay, so this was all about the introduction of natural language processing. So I think you all got it. Okay, so always remember in NLP you need linguistics, information engineering, computer science, and artificial intelligence. Okay, these 4 blocks actually you need. Now let's clear my board. Okay. Now let me discuss about why NLP is useful. Okay, so now if you see, NLP enables computer to understand natural language as human do. Okay, whether the language is spoken or written, natural language processing uses artificial intelligence to take real input and process it and make sense of it in a way computer can understand. Okay, now I already told you, like we are putting some text, English text or Hindi text or any text, like we are putting in inside our system, but it is able to understand. Okay, how it is understanding this thing. Okay, like as human do, like if I just message something here, okay, you'd be understanding like what I'm trying to write. Okay, but if I am like writing some French text or Russian text, okay, you would be able to understand because you haven't trained with the data. Okay, so the same thing actually here it works. Okay, so the data you will be using, okay, the data you will be feeding to your model inside the NLP, only it would be able to understand that data only. Okay, so that's why it's telling in NLP enables computer to understand natural language as human do. Okay, so here basically what we do, we put the data. Okay, we put the raw text, or after processing, after doing some like you can say information engineering, we put this text. Okay, we convert, we do some word embeddings, like we convert this text to numbers. Okay, there are many technique you can do. One hot encoding you can apply. Okay, there is something called bag of word, there is something called TF-IDF, there is something called what to fake. Okay, these are the techniques are there. So basically you just try to convert this number to like text to number. Okay, so that your computer would be able to understand like what you're trying to say. Okay, but it should contain the semantic meaning. Yeah. Okay, see, counter vectorizer is nothing but bag of word. Okay, so you can do it from sklearn library. I'll show you like one example. Okay, so basically see, this semantic meaning actually will be remain same, because as like you will be working in the hard application in the field of computer vision. Suppose if I talk about conversational agents, suppose see, this is the conversational agents. Okay, you are talking with some conversational agents here. Okay, like virtual assistant or chatbot if I talk about. Okay, so there this semantic meaning is like very much important. Suppose you are telling uh just suppose you are talking with your Alexa. Okay, so Alexa, so play some music. Okay, play some music of Arijit Singh. So actually it needs to understand your context of the mean, like meaning. Okay, the way you are speaking, it should know like what is the Arijit here. Okay, Arijit is a singer, Arijit is a person, Arijit is an animal. Okay, it should be able to understand. Otherwise, how it will like give you the response, right? So for the semantic meaning is important. Parts of speech tagging is important. Okay, I think you have heard of parts of speech tagging, right, guys? The name entity recognition is also there. Suppose, okay, what is name, what is country? Suppose if I write here, write here something. Let me take my pen again. Suppose here I'm writing, my name is Bappy. Okay, I would like to visit USA. Okay, so now here if you see in this text, Bappy and I, it's meaning the same person, right, guys? Right, Bappy and I, it's meaning the same person, it's indicating the same person here. Okay, then it's a name. Okay, it's a name entity. Okay, now if you see USA, what is USA? It's a country, right? So these kinds of meaningful information you need to extract. Okay, so we apply something called name entity recognition. Okay, so at that time it's like very much important to like take this semantic meaning of your text, like whether this Bappy and I is same or not. Semantic meaning extraction means, suppose I already told you semantic meaning. See, it will also, like after NLP enables is coming. Okay, it's like there are some technique inside like if you know like little bit of English grammar, okay, you will be able to understand. Suppose if I write I am Bappy, okay, I am Bappy, so I is basically what? Subject, am is basically verb, okay, and Bappy is basically what? Noun, right, guys? So this is the semantic meaning, guys, whenever you are trying to construct any sentence. Got it? Pallavi. Yes, there is an example like Samip is saying the bank of the river, State Bank of the India. Okay. So these kinds of things actually you need to extract. It should be able to understand by your computer, like what you are exactly trying to say, right? So this thing actually very challenging. Yeah, contextual meaning. Yeah. Okay. Now let's clear my board. So that is why actually NLP is useful. Okay. So if NLP is not there, actually you won't be able to actually do these things. Okay. Your computer can't understand like what you're trying to exactly say. Let's consider before 100 years back, what we used to do when we had computer, it was like totally mechanical based computer. Like there were too many of button. So we used to press the button. We used to, like, you can say, put some of the wire. Okay, that's actually we used to operate the computer. But nowadays actually we are using smart system. Okay, we have virtual assistants there. Okay, there are many things. Just put your command. Okay, it will do everything for you. So how this evolution is like actually it's happening. Okay, it is only possible because of the NLP. Okay, now we have good data. Okay, if I talk about now, we have good data, we have good computational machine. Okay, we have good engineers also, we have good linguistic expertise also. Okay, like they know like how to construct a sentence and all. Okay, they knows the grammars and all. Okay, so basically NLP actually we need linguistic expert, otherwise it's like very hard. Okay, whenever we'll be doing the data preparation, okay, at that time this linguistic expert is needed. Okay, so that is why actually, because see, you are an NLP engineer, you will be mostly working with the text preparation, model building and all. But to prepare the text, to understand the actual context of the text, okay, you need linguistic experts. Like they would be able to know like this is the verb, this is the noun, right? They will guide you to do the data annotation. Okay, so this is one of the things if I talk about. Okay, so that's actually NLP is useful. Okay, nowadays NLP, by using NLP actually we process the data, we do some engineering. Okay, then we like make this text to numbers, then we use some artificial intelligence algorithm to train the model. Okay, at the end we get some good solution. Okay, that's why NLP is useful. Now let's go to the second slide. Yeah, so now let's see some of the real world application. Okay, day-to-day life we are using. Okay, before starting NLP, you should know what are the application you are using. So here if you see the first application you are using, I think everyone is using email platform. Okay, like such as Gmail, Outlook, etc. Okay, so NLP extensively provides a range of products features such as spam classification, then priority inbox, calendar event extraction, auto completion. Okay, so now right now actually I can show one example of the NLP you are using in the Gmail. So let me open my Gmail. Okay, now if I want to write something here, okay, suppose if you just write hi, um, how are you? See, it's making autocomplete, right? It's giving some text suggestion. So if I press tab, it will autocomplete. Okay, so that's why it is telling here, if you see uh, auto completion. Okay, then calendar event extraction. Suppose you have set a meeting with someone else, so automatically it will remind you. Okay, like when is your meeting is scheduled, right, guys? In your smartphone, I think this kinds of alarm you get. Just write yes or no when you have scheduled some meeting, right? Okay, so this is also one of the example of NLP application. Now there is spam detection. Okay, if you see there is 10 spam I have. Okay, it has beautifully detected the spam, right? Like whether this email is relevant for me or not. Okay, it would be able to classify. See, okay, there are some links if I click, so it would be it won't be safe for me. Okay, my you can say Gmail can be hacked also. Okay, so that's why it is also needed. Okay, then you have priority inbox, classification, I told you, calendar event extraction, auto completion. Okay, so these are the things are there. Now second application, you're using voice-based assistant, like such as Apple Siri, Google Assistant, Microsoft Cortana. Right now, if you're using Microsoft, so I think like Windows, you have Cortana. Like, see, I have Cortana. Okay, this is one of the virtual assistant we are using. Okay, now if you are using Apple, so you have Google Siri, sorry, Apple Siri. Okay, then you have Amazon Alexa. So these are actually, you can say it's a product. Okay, it's like hardware product, but inside hardware product, they're using software. Okay, to do the speech recognition. Okay, to like to give you the, you can say, text as I mean the voice as a speech. Okay, as output. Okay, so they have combined, they have deployed this NLP to the edge devices, and we are using that one. Okay, now if you see, we are using accordingly. So we are giving some command. It is trying to understand the command. Based on that, it is responding accordingly. Okay, so this is one of the application. Now modern search engines is also there, like such as Google, Bing search. Okay, which are concerned of today's internet, use NLP heavily for various tasks and subtasks like query understanding, query expansion. Okay, query answering, question answering, information retrieval. Okay, this is one of the very much actually important subtask like they're doing inside the search engines. So what is information retrieval? Let me discuss. Like suppose if I search here something, who is founder of Google. Okay, now see how beautifully like from the all information, like there are millions of information, okay, in the database of Google, but it is only able to give you the suggested results, right? Like this lady page and Sergey Brin. Okay, these two are Google founder. Okay, see, it's just done some information retrieval. Okay, from the entire database. Okay, so how it is understanding, like how it got to know like who is the founder of Google. Okay, this was one of the example. We call it information retrieval. So from the millions of texts, only the like answer I need, it will able to find that one. Okay, and it will show you as a bigger screen here. Okay, I don't need to go to any website. I can just see from here only. Okay, so this is one of the beautiful example they're using. Okay, now ranking grouping, it is also there. Question answering is also there. Suppose there are some question answering system. Suppose if you search something, who is the president of America, you can say that's how actually you can ask some questions actually to be able to answer. Okay, so now machine translation is service also there. Suppose we use translation, or you all are using machine translation. Okay, you can translate any language to any language. It is also possible, right? So this is one of the example. Then see, they're mentioning Google translation is there. Microsoft has their own translation. Okay, Amazon translation also there. Okay, now chatbots are there. Okay, so if you see nowadays many website has chatbots integrated, because it's not possible to keep the support team always, right? So it's like very you can say costly. If you hire support team, so you have to give the salary. Okay, but it actually needs more cost for your company. So what they're doing, they're just investing one time to build the chatbots. They're using their own company data. Okay, what are the queries they are receiving from the customer? Based on that, they're trying to make some chatbots so that whenever you are visiting that company, if you need some help, you are asking that chatbots. Okay, it would be able to give you that kinds of response. Okay, it is also possible. So chatbots is one of the like real-time things. Okay, you can work on. Okay, chatbots is like widely using in the world. Okay, so it is one of the like good application. So I can show you one example. So I have OpenAI access. Guys, are you familiar with OpenAI? OpenAI.com. Yes, question answering is a problem. Yeah, so OpenAI is like one of the, like you can say, website, and it's founded by Elon Musk. Okay, it's the organization of Elon Musk, OpenAI. Okay, so they are working on the NLP field. I think I showed you one example of DALL-E 2, right, guys? I shared one YouTube videos. DALL-E, like if you put some text, it will be able to generate image. Okay, it was the research from OpenAI only. GPT-3 model. Okay, it is also research from OpenAI. Okay, so let me log in with my account. So they have some paid API, you can buy them. Otherwise, so whenever you are trying to build some natural language, like you can sell NLP product, you can use their API to build their system. Okay, because see, this is like very much good system. They have trained on millions of data. They have trained on supercomputer. Okay, because if you train something, it will be give you that much of good solution. But if you are using that, if you are using in industry, okay, you have to go with their API. But if you want to build something, okay, from your side, you can do it. It is also possible. So we'll be showing like how to train your own model and all. Okay, we'll show you. So let me open with my account. So here, if you see, welcome to OpenAI. Okay, build an application. So they have many tasks here. If you see, text completion is there. Then image generation, embedding, fine tuning. Okay, so you can see there are many application. I think example. See, these are the things you can do. Question answering system, summarize text. Okay, text to command, natural language script API. Then Python to natural language. Then calculate time complexity. Then you have many things like if you see, these are the tasks they have just developed. These are APIs available. Grammar correction is also there. I think you are using Grammarly, okay, extension. So OpenAI has their own grammar correction API. Then you have classification. Let's take one example of chatbot. Okay, so I think there is a chat is there, right? Chatbot. JavaScript helper friend chat. Yeah, let's open this one, chatbot. So they have their playground. Okay, let's see some of the demo. If I click on the playground, no, actually you can't download the model. So because these are the paid API, okay, if you want to use, so you need to take their subscription. And like that, actually, this is the code actually they'll be also providing. So here you need to copy and replace your API key here. Okay, OpenAI API key. To get the API key, you should have their, I think, premium access. Okay, then I think you can do all the tasks. Suppose you want to do build a chatbot. Okay, there is a chatbot API is also there. So just call the API. It will load that. Okay, then it would be like very easy to implement a chatbot and all. Okay, because see, NLP is like a little bit hard and it takes lots of cost. Okay, it's not like you can say, yeah, Hugging Face. See, Hugging Face is the model, right? You can download the model there directly. Okay, but here actually it is like ready to like use as a application. Okay, because see, it needs some cost. Okay, when they implemented this one, they had lots of cost. So if they're making it as open source, so it would be like very I think you are getting right, loss for their company. So for that, because see, NLP is like still a challenging field in the like market. Yeah, you can talk about, because see, mostly in OpenAI, they are using GPT-3 model, GPT-3, GPT, like the recent GPT. Okay, but in Hugging Face, you will be getting all the model. Okay, it's like a kinds of model zoo you can talk about. Yes. So now let's go to the play. See, now this is the playground of the chatbot. Okay, now it is telling human. Okay, now let me put some text. Okay, yeah, hi there. Okay, now see, AI will reply me here. Okay, I need to submit. You reach user. Okay, sorry, actually I reached the limit. Okay, so that is why it's not giving anything. But what will happen, actually, it will respond me something. Okay, like hi there. It will tell like hi, how are you? Okay, that's how like it will make a conversation with me. Okay, and it is not only supported just English language. Okay, it's supported multiple language. If you give Bangla, if you give Hindi, it would be able to understand. It will give you the response with respect to your language you will be putting. Okay, so you can apply for this just do a registration of openai.com. I think they will take it your request as a review. So then I think after some days it will provide the access. Okay, you can start some pre trials there. Okay, My limit is over because I took it long back. So that's why it's telling. Okay. So yes, so these were actually real world application. Now those who are asking like, just show me what was the application we can build. Okay. So we are already, these are the application using, but apart from that, there are some tasks actually we'll be doing. Okay. Inside NLP. So I'll also discuss. Okay. Now let's discuss this thing. Where your task is in NLP. What are the tasks actually we'll be doing? So now let me make it bigger screen. So the first task actually we'll be doing something called language modeling. Okay, so there is language modeling is there. This is the task of predicting what is the next word in a sentence. Yes, I will share the PPT. Okay, after the session, just focus on that because don't focus anywhere. Okay. So guys, anybody are using Google keyboard in your smartphone? Just write yes. Okay. So here actually, did you observe something whenever you are writing something? Okay. So it will give you some of the suggestion, right? Suppose if I write the students opened their books, laptops, exam minds, right? Okay, this was one of the example. Okay, and it is the application of like language modeling. So they have mentioned this is the task of predicting what would be the next word in a sentence. Got it? Okay. So this is one of the like pretty much good, I mean, you can say task in the NLP. And this the goal of this task is to learn the probability of a sequence of the word appearing in the given language. Suppose it has suggested like 4 words. Okay, now it will have some of the probability. Yeah, you can also talk about auto completion. Yeah. Okay. See, it is suggesting some of the four I mean words, but it has some probability also. Like books has higher probability, then laptop has lower probability. That's actually, it has some probability score. Okay, based on that actually it will come, like if you see, books will come first, then will laptop, then exams, then mind. Okay, as per your requirement you will be selecting. Then language modeling is full building solution for a widely variety problems like such as speech recognition. Okay, like suppose whenever you are like telling something, okay, suppose you did some wrong thing, okay, it would be able to predict what would be your next thing. Okay, it is also applicable in speech recognition, optical character recognition, like OCR. OCR is also using language modeling. Okay, like suppose sometimes what will happen in OCR, it would be able to recognize some of the text, right? Suppose there is a sentence is the student opened there, but suppose this word is not like visible enough. So what will happen? It will predict the next word and it will automatically put it here. Okay, so that's why optical character recognition is also using this one. Now handwritten recognition, machine translation. Okay, spelling correction. Okay, so but mostly this language modeling is applicable in Google keyboard. Like those application is suggesting some of the words or sentence. Okay, you can talk about the language modeling. Okay, now let's see the next task, that is text classification. How many of you like work in the like machine learning, text classification, email, like spam ham detection, classification? Did it before? Anyone? No, topic model is different. Okay, you work, right? So when you used to learn actually machine learning, at that time we had a like projects, I think you all remember, even I did, spam ham classification, right? Then sentiment analysis using machine learning, naive bias we used to apply, right guys? Okay, so this is one of the application of text classification. So here actually what you do basically, this is the task of bucketing the text into a known set of the categories based on this content. Okay, like suppose there is a news articles. Okay, and in this news articles it has like many topics. Suppose it has 3 category like food, sports, and politics. Okay, so it would be able to categorize, it would be able to classify. Okay, if I talk about one of the real-time example, if I talk about Amazon review. Okay, so whenever you are buying some product, you are putting some of the review, right? But Amazon is trying to analyze that review is positive or negative. Okay, based on that they're trying to improve their, you can say, customer service. Okay, so this is one of the text classification application you can talk about. Okay, and it is like very much widely used, okay, in NLP. Mostly we'll be working text classification like sentiments analysis. If you are joining in a company, they'll be giving their data, they will be doing do the analysis, what is the customer feedback, okay, how I need to improve. These are the things actually will be working, okay, because chatbots, conversational agents you'll be building, it's like very rare, okay. So it was text classification, okay, you can build inside NLP. Now there is information extraction is also there, okay. So what is information extraction? So information extraction is a like task. So here you basically actually try to extract some meaningful information from the unstructured data, okay. Like calendar event is was also there, like, so inside calendar event there would be like many text, but what I need the exact time and exact date of my schedule, like scheduling the meeting. So it will extract that information and it will give me a notification like at this time you have a meeting with someone else, right? So this is one of the information extraction system you can talk about. And there is a resume parser. I think you know, like many of the company that are using resume parser. If you put your resume, what it will do, it will try to extract some of the meaningful examples. Suppose what is your experience, which company you worked on, okay, what are the skills you have, right? Where did you start it? How many years of experience you have? So these are the meaningful text it would be extracting, okay, from this unstructured data. Is it clear, guys? What is information extraction? You can also call it name entity recognition, okay. Inside information extraction, the name entity recognition falls, okay. We call it NER, okay. So now go to the next task we can do, information retrieval. Okay, now someone asked me like information retrieval or language modeling are same or not. Okay, it's not same. If you see here is in I mean language modeling, it was suggesting some of the words or sentence to me, right? But information retrieval is what, like I showed you one example, right? I wrote who was the founder of Google, okay, and it was giving that two-person name, okay, from the entire database, okay. It is something called information retrieval. So there is a collection of documents you have, okay. This is the user, so he needs some query, okay. Suppose he will be asking his query to this retrieval system, and what it will do, it will go to the collection of documents, okay. It will see the relevant documents he needs, okay. Based on that, it will give that. Okay, like we searched who was the founder of Google, right? So it was telling the two guy name. Now I think it is clear what is information retrieval, guys. Those, I mean, who asked me. Okay. Okay, all right. Now conversational agents, I think I don't have to explain, because I think you are seeing these kinds of conversational agents like from your entire life. Okay, like if I talk about virtual assistant, okay, this is one of the conversational agents if I talk about. Okay, now text summarization. Yeah, like it can be relevant documents, can be one page and one sentence. Okay, it's possible. Okay, now text summarization. Yeah, text summarization, I think by seeing this words, you can relevant like what is text summarization. Suppose you have collection of documents or you have a big story, but what you're trying to do, you're trying to like you can say summarize this bigger story, okay, as a little summary, so that it will contain the meaningful, like you can say text, okay, meaningful story of the, like you can talk about meaningful summary, okay, summary of this entire story. Okay, suppose I can show one example. uh, Guys, are you familiar with IMDb website? Anyone? IMDb movie rating and all? Yes. So here, if you see, if you just click on any movies here, let's click this Black Adam. Okay, now if you see that there you will get a short story of the movie. Okay, like every movie description, you will get a short description of the movie, right, guys? So by reading this short description, you would be able to understand what is this movie all about. Okay, what was the moral story, right? So this one of the example you can talk about this text summarization. Okay, and there are some books you will see. If you see the books website, suppose if you go to orally.com, okay, so there actually if you click on a book, so you will get a summary of the book. Okay, what is this book all about and all. Yeah. Okay, so you can talk about this is one of the example of text summarization you can implement. Okay, because people like don't have that much of time they will be spending to read the entire story, but instead of that, if you just make it as a summary, okay, so they would be able to do it. See, accuracy in NLP it's different. Okay, so we'll be discussing the accuracy. So every task has like different accuracy matrices. Okay, but mostly you will be observed. I will tell you the evaluation, like whenever I will be discussing their pipeline, there are two kinds of evaluation we do inside NLP. One is like extrinsic, one is like intrinsic. Okay, like mostly you will be observing your accuracy after deploying to your model, like whether this model is giving to like it is able to give the like correct suggestion or not. Okay, because mostly we'll see like whenever you are using Google keyboard. Okay, so suppose you are using any readme keyboard or anything you're using, suppose you are not getting the relevant, I mean suggestion, at that time you will switch to other keyboard. Okay, you will uninstall this one. At that time it will ask for some reason, right? What was the reason, like whether our service is not good, like it will give you one pop-up screen, right guys? Did you uninstall any product and did you see this kinds of screen? So if you just click here, so what they're getting to know, they're getting to know my product is not working, I need to improve more. Okay, that's how by taking the feedback from the, like you can say, customer, they will be improving their product. Okay, it's not only just accuracy, you need to observe the accuracy, because nowadays what are the transformer models are there. Okay, it will give you good results, but it will be challenging whenever you will be deploying that model. Okay, whenever you will be people will be using your product, at that time you will be facing difficulty. At that time actually the data you will be putting, like they will be putting, you need to store that data also, you need to train with that data also. Okay, with your model. So it was okay, so now text summarization there. Now question answering. So I think I think guys, did you heard of IBM Watson? Anyone? It was one of the question answering system from IBM they have implemented, and it owned actually one competition. Yes, so it actually bet humans actually. Okay, so any kinds of questions you ask, okay, it would be able to answer. Okay, it was one of the question answering system. So how basically question answering system works? Basically, you need to provide two things. Okay, one is like a passive sentence. Okay, passive sentence means the questions you will be asking. Okay, with respect to that, you need to provide the passive sentence. Like there is a passive example I have shown. Like in meteorology, precipitation is any product of condensation of atmosphere water vapor that falls under the gravity. Encoder architecture, yeah, so we'll discuss about transformer is all about encoder decoder. Okay, like attention all you need. Okay, there is attention layer also. Okay, it would be able to understand by itself. It's later topic, just focus on this one. First of all, try to understand these are the concepts. Okay, it's very much important, because see, after learning the transformer, okay, if you are not aware about like what are the tasks we can do, okay, it would be like very confusion for you. Okay, that's why actually to understand the task, the application is like very much needed. After that, actually you'll be able to get interest, like how to build question answering, how to build language modeling, how to build chatbot. Okay, the task I'm discussing right now, from this you will get the motivation to build, right? Because see, all the things it's not possible to show, right? So what are the things it's required will show, then you have to explore from your side, like how to build a question answering. Okay, Try to search Hugging Face, try to search OpenAI. Okay, then see like how they're making the question answering system. Okay, get the idea. First of all, you need to understand the task, like what are the tasks you can do. Okay, now see, this is the passive sentence. Now I'm asking one question: what causes precipitation to fall? Okay, now it is able to answer me gravity. Okay, see, gravity was there, but how beautifully it understand the context, okay, of this passage, understand the questions, based on that it was giving me the answer, gravity. Okay, this was one of the example of question answering system. Okay, now machine translation, I think you all know, like Google Translation, Bing Translation, Amazon Translation we are using. This is one of the example. Now topic modeling. Okay, see, topic modeling is nothing but kind of clustering technique you are doing. So basically you have collection of documents. Okay, so suppose you have politics related documents, or you can say you have food related documents, or you have entertainment related documents. So basically what you are trying to do, you are making the cluster. Okay, so this is one of the, suppose what you do, you work in a news company. Okay, and in a news company there would be a lots of news. Okay, lots of news, like it would be political, it would be food, it would be like entertainment. Okay, but what you can do, you can apply this topic modeling to like make the topic of the every news you have. Okay, it is one of the application you can talk about. Now these are the tasks actually we had. Okay, we saw inside a NLP, right? But whenever you are trying to developing this task, okay, developing the solution, you will face some of the difficulty level. Okay, now let's discuss about like which task has like more difficulty level, which task has like little bit less difficulty level. Okay, now there is a graph actually I have shown. Okay, this is one of the graph. Now if you see spells checking, okay, it's like a little bit easy problem statement. Okay, you can make it as easy. As you go ahead, like if you see keyword based information retrieval, topic modeling, text classification, information extraction, as you go ahead you will see it is becoming like more harder, right? Question answering. Because why it is making more harder? Because I already told you, whenever you are making such a system, it is able to understand the human language, it is able to like respond as a human. At that point of time it needs actually all the grammatical, all the parts speech tagging. Okay, everything it needs, right? Like to know the entire sentence of the meaning. Okay, like context of the meaning, what I'm trying to say, the verb, the noun, everything it would be able to get it, otherwise it won't be able to do it. Okay, so that is why actually, see, the more you will go ahead here, machine translation, open domain conversational agents, it's like very hard to build open level domain conversational agents. Okay, for that actually you need very much good understanding on like language grammar. Okay, otherwise it's not possible. Okay, so this is the difficulty level whenever you are trying to build any application. Okay, you can talk about. Now this was all about like the NLP application and NLP task we can do. Right now we'll be working with the language here. Okay, so we at least need some idea what is language. I think we all know like what is language. Fine, you know Hindi, you know Bangla, you know English, you know language, but how this language is consist of, what are the main building blocks are there? Can anybody tell me? Do you know about your like language in depth, guys? It's not possible, right? I think you hate grammars, right? Even I hate. Okay, but work with the NLP, you should have knowledge on some of the major blocks, okay, of your language. So let's discuss about. So first of all, let's discuss about what is language. Okay, so here if you see language is okay, language is a structured system of communication, okay, that involves complex combination of it constituent components such as character, word, sentence. Okay, now we can think of human language as composed of four major blocks. Okay, or you can say four like important major blocks whenever we are considering human language. Okay, human language, suppose I'm speaking right now. Okay, it has some major blocks, it is following. Okay, and you don't need all the grammar, all the, you can say, grammatical rules. Okay, whenever you are trying to build application. Okay, so what they have mentioned, you need four major blocks whenever you are trying to work with the NLP. Okay, because Did you ever imagine, like, whenever I'm trying to give a command to my computer, how it is able to recognize? Yes? Anyone? How it is able to convert my voice to text? Because voice is a frequency at the end. Did you ever imagine, like, how it is working? Okay. It was not possible, like, unless we don't have this four block, like major blocks things. Like if you see here, phonemes, morphemes, you have lexemes and syntax and context. Okay. These are the main major building blocks. Okay. Whenever you're trying to build any application inside NLP. Okay. Now let's discuss one by one. Okay. Now, what is phonemes first of all? Okay. Just see this table. I think you have learned this thing, okay, in your college or school days, I think. Like whenever you used to practice English or speaking, I think you know, right, guys? So if you see, just see the definition. Phonemes are the smallest unit of a sound in a language. Okay, they may not have any meaning, but by themselves, but it can introduce meaning when uttered in a combination with other phonemes. Okay, suppose see, they're mentioning phonemes are the smallest unit of a sound of a language. They don't have any meaning. Okay, so now here, if you see the table, let me do the annotate. This is one of the word. Okay, and here if you see B/B, okay, this is the phonemes, guys. Okay, it doesn't have meanings, but it helps you to understand the meanings of the word. Suppose I'm trying to spell bat. Okay, so whenever you're trying to spell bat, which, like, you can say character is coming? B, right? B, you are sounding as B, bat, right? Then cat, it's not a C, it's a K, right? Are you getting, guys? Just let me know. Just write in the chat, because this is very much important. Just try, let me know if you're able to understand. Or should I follow some other technique? Okay. Yes, philosophy essay. Okay. Now dog D, fan F, go G. Okay. That's actually you have, there are many phonemes, okay, in a word. So whenever you are trying to like speak something, okay, like give a voice, basically this voice is converting to frequency. Okay. By the frequency, it is trying to understand the phonemes. Like I'm telling bat has the phonemes, like phonemes frequency. Okay. It has some number. B has some specific number. So it's trying to get it. Okay. That's actually, it's trying to convert this entire voice to a text you can talk about. Guys, right? Bat, cat, dog. Okay. So it was like phonemes, one of the examples. So you should have understanding, but I will suggest you don't have to spend too much of time to learn the grammar right now. It's fine if you don't know. If you are working as an NLP engineer, mostly you will have these kinds of linguistic expert. Okay, you can take help. But inside, actually, you can say in our industry, if I talk about this kinds of research, actually is very, very less. They are trying to mainly focusing on building any application they need. They will be using APIs and all. Okay, but these are just research actually. So if you see, if I talk about Amazon, inside Amazon, Google, they have the core research on it. Okay, they're improving their translation system. They're improving their Google Assistant. They're improving their Amazon Alexa. Okay, so they have this kinds of research. Okay, unless and until you are not going in that company, this kinds of product based company, you will be working with that actually very rare. Okay, that's why they are hiring PhD guys also, PhD, MSc guys, MTech guys. Okay, because they have this kinds of understanding. Okay, that's why actually your PhD is needed if you are going as a research developer or a research assistant. Okay, at that time this kinds of PhD degree is needed. But if you are going as a developer, it's not needed. Okay, at the end you have to build one application, that's it. But the core research is going on inside that only. Okay, now let's see the second one. Now morphemes and lexemes. Okay, now see here, a morpheme is the smallest unit of a language that has meaning. Okay, and it formed by a combination of phonemes. Okay, not all morphemes are words, but all prefix and suffix are morphemes. Okay, now if you see unbreakable, okay, unbreakable, it's like you can say morphemes. Okay, morphemes, or you can say lexemes. Okay, now if you see unbreakable, how it is consist of, it is consist of using three verbs you can talk about: un plus break plus able. Okay, guys, and if you see cats, s, okay, s is what, it's like a, they're mentioning phonemes, I think. Yeah, it forms by combination of phonemes. Okay, see, s plus cat. Okay, so that's actually this morphemes works actually. So whenever you're putting some you can say words, so basically it's not able to understanding entirely, it's breaking down as a morphemes or lexemes. Okay, then it is able trying to understand. Okay, thumb, ing, thumbing. Okay, that's how it is working. Now there is a syntax is also there. I already told you, whenever you are writing something, yeah, so whenever you are lexemes is, it's morphemes only. Okay, if you see here, you can talk morphemes and lexemes both. Okay, so syntax is what? Syntax is like the grammar you are following whenever you are trying to write any sentence. Okay, it following one syntax. Okay, like the girl laughed at the monkey. Okay, now it is following one syntax. Like if you see, they're mentioning what is det. If I see here, I'm not good at the grammar, so just consider. Okay, np means, like they're mentioning, I think here, np means noun phrase. Okay, girl is a noun and laugh is a verb. Okay, at is a p. What is the meaning of p? Preposition, right? So that's actually whenever you're trying to make a sentence or write a sentence, it follows some syntax, right? So that is what they're talking about. Okay, so it's very much important. Now you have context. Okay, now context means what? Like context is how various parts in a language comes together to convey a particular meaning. Context is including the long-term reference, word knowledge, and common sense, along with the literal meaning of the words and phrases. Okay, now if you see, okay, so context is what? Like whenever you're telling something, it has some, it has some context. Okay, context and common sense. Okay, now if I talk about what is common sense, now let me give you one example here. So now if I write here, dog bite man, is it correct, guys? Is it correct or not? By your common sense, apply your common sense here. Is it possible? Dog bite man. Okay, so it corrects. Okay, by your common sense, and it's some context, right? But if I write man bite dog, now tell me by your common sense, is it possible? Yeah, also possible, but tell me by your common sense. Okay, we ever don't bite the dog, right? Okay, so common sense is also needed. Okay, you can't tell anything. You can do it if you are a child, if you don't have that much of knowledge, so you can do it. But as a human being, if you have some knowledge, you won't be ever biting a dog. Man versus world, someone is telling. Okay, so always we don't we don't have to always follow the grammars or context. Okay, we sometimes we need a common sense, okay, to understand a word or understand a sentence. Okay, so that is why actually it's like very much needed. Okay, now if you see here, complex NLP tasks such as sarcasm detection, summarization, topic modeling are of the task using context heavily. Okay, so if you are using creating topic modeling, summarization, at the time this context is like very meaningful. Okay. Partha is telling, I recently heard child bite snack. Yeah, it's possible because child, they have like that much of common sense, right? Whatever they will get in their hand, they will just bite. Okay, so yeah, now building blocks of this language and their application, now let's talk about. Okay. Yeah, so now if as of now, I told you like there are 4 to 5 blocks, okay, in a language. Yeah, people fighting people, it's possible. Okay. So, but if you're trying to bite dog, okay, it is gross, right? So context meaning. So whenever you're trying to building summarization, topic modeling, sentiment analysis, at the time you need to more focus on the context and meaning. Okay. And syntax, like phrases and syntax. Okay. At that time, whenever you're trying to do entity recognition, relation extraction, at the time you need syntax very much. You need to focus on syntax. Okay. For morphemes and lexemes, okay, in a word, whenever you are doing tokenization, word embedding, and parts of speech tagging, okay, at the time you need to focus on morphemes and lexemes. Then phonemes, speech and sounds, okay, whenever you are trying to convert speech to text or speaker identification, okay, text speech, at that time this phonemes is needed. Why it is needed, I already told you. If I go to the phonemes example, because you need this one, bat, b, cat, k, d, dog, okay, at that time it's like very much needed to understand your voice frequency. Okay, that's why they're mentioning whenever you're trying to build speech to text or speaker identification, text to speech, at the time phonemes is very much needed. Speaker identification, suppose I think you all are using Google Assistant. If you have registered your voice there, guys, so if you just tell hey Google, it would be able to understand, right? It will tell call by your name. But if I speak, okay, to your Google Assistant, will it be able to identify me as Bappy, Vignesh? Okay, it's trying to identify the speaker who is registered there. Okay, otherwise anybody can unlock, like there is a voice unlock is there, right? It will only unlock whenever it will listen your voice, not my voice. Okay, so this is, you can say, speaker identification. Okay, and these are the application you can talk about of these building blocks. Now let's discuss about approaches of NLP, approaches to NLP, because so far we have seen like the application, the task we can implement, but now what are the approaches we can follow? Okay, like there are 3 approaches we can follow. One is like heuristic approach. Okay, heuristic approach means, are you familiar with heuristic approach, guys? Like these are conditional statement we will be writing. Okay. Okay, I'll give you the break, no issue, just wait. Yeah, rule-based approach. Okay, heuristic approach is rule-based approach. Suppose if you want to, let me annotate again. Yeah, suppose if you want to make one spam classification. Okay, so if you follow heuristic approach, so what you will do, suppose you first of all see what are the words is coming. Suppose in a list, dollar, okay, then gift, then win. Okay, these are the what is coming. That means someone is telling, suppose you got $100, okay, $100 as gift. So this kinds of sentence is coming. So what you are doing, you are telling if first of all you will be doing the split, right? Split you will be doing, then it will give all the words, then one for loop you will be applying in this one. Okay, it will give you all then, so let's give it word. Now you'll see if word, okay, word in list. Okay, if it is in list, then you will be tell this sentence is spam. Okay, otherwise you will tell it's a ham. Okay, that's actually rule-based approach is working. But let's consider they got your idea, like how you're classifying. Okay, now spammer, what they will do, they will change the dollar. Suppose what they will change, they will change, suppose gift with any other word. Suppose they will change what I call, or let's say dollar, instead of dollar they will give rupee. Okay, rupee. So at that time your code will fail, right, guys? Because you have mentioned if, okay, if dollar, okay, if in the list actually you are telling is dollar, but they're sending as a rupee. Okay, at that time your code will fail. So this is one problem of heuristic approach. Okay, you can use heuristic approach to build easy application, like very much easy. You are sure like your code won't be ever fail in that condition. Okay, Bhabia, like you can send me later on. Okay, I will see that. Okay, so that's actually heuristic approach we don't use. Okay, because it's like very much easy. And nowadays, actually, the way we are making the application, so the way actually people are doing this spamming and all, okay, it's not possible to use heuristic approach. Now you have something called machine learning approach. Okay, machine learning, a program that can learn from your data. So here actually basically you will provide your data with the label. Okay, so suppose you are first of all you will be collecting like spam emails. Okay, with that you will be giving the labels, like it's a spam, then ham email. Okay, then you will label it as a ham. That's actually you'll be training one statistical model. Okay, so it would be able to classify, it's fine, but there actually you will have some problem. Okay, so basically here what you have the problem. Okay, you are doing the labeling, data labeling here, right guys? Data labeling, basically what you need to do, you need to generate the features, okay, for the machine learning model. So it's like very hat-trick. Suppose you have millions of data at that time, it's not possible. Okay, so and even it will fail. Okay, it won't be classifying the contextual meaning. Suppose I told you in natural language processing, contextual meaning is like very important. Okay, like it should know after subjects it's coming the verb, then it's coming the objects. Okay, this kinds of meaning actually it won't be represent using machine learning. Machine learning, you can convert to one-hot encoding or apply some TF-IDF technique to do the classification if you have less data. But consider if you have some bigger problem statement or bigger data at that time, if you want to also know the semantic meaning, because I can't like mark it as a spam as a, I mean by doing the machine learning, because I need to understand the conceptual meaning what this person is trying to say. Because it is possible I can send one mail to you and there actually I can mention dollar. Okay, but what is the meaning of dollar, what I'm trying to say, okay, it has some contextual meaning. Okay, to understand the contextual meaning, we have deep learning based approaches. Okay, we have something called RNN, that means recurrent neural network transformers. Okay, so it's like very much important. So now you can tell me which approach to follow right now, because there are three approaches I can see. Mostly you won't be working with the heuristic approach. Okay, just ignore it. And machine learning, when you will be working, suppose you have less data, you have less you can say features, at that time just apply machine learning. First of all, see how machine learning is working, it is giving the good accuracy or not. Because see, deep learning is always challenging and costly. Okay, so whenever you are trying to directly apply deep learning, it includes some cost. Okay, and there are heavy model you will be using. Okay, so always try to solve using machine learning first, apply naive bias and all, try to see. Okay, and if you're building some like complex application like chatbots, then topic modeling, at that time go with this deep learning based. Okay, if you want to do text classification, apply machine learning. Okay, try to see the output, then try to upgrade. Okay, so this is like thing you can consider. Okay, so this is the things actually I was discussing. Heuristic based approach, it's similar to like AI system early attempt used to do, like their work on the rule based, okay, task. Like example, you can use regular expression, wordnet is also there, open mind common sense tools is also there. So you can use these tools, you can do heuristic approach. Okay, like regular expression is like very famous, so we can use a regular expression, okay, to write our conditional statement. Then machine learning, you have support vector machine, naive bias, hidden Markov model. Okay, it helps you to do image classification and some of the task in the NLP. Okay, now deep learning, you have, I told you, recurrent neural network, you have LSTM. Okay, because recurrent neural network has some of the issue, then they have come up with the LSTM, that means long short term memory. Then you can also apply convolutional neural network, I already told you, it is also possible. Then these two model you will be mostly working with, like transformer and autoencoders. Okay, so this is like architecture inside the deep learning. So this was all about. Now let's discuss like what is the challenge inside the NLP. Okay, what is the challenge inside the NLP? Because as of now we saw many things. Okay, we saw many things. So now why still NLP is challenging? Okay, because let me like figure show some of the points, okay, in front of you so that you would be able to get it. The main challenge is like the ambiguity and creativity, okay, of the human language, uh, of the two characteristics that NLP demanding an area of work it. Okay, so what is ambiguity and creativity? Let's see. So ambiguity is what? Ambiguity means uncertainty, certainty of a meaning. Okay, suppose there is a sentence: a man couldn't lift his son, okay, because he was so weak. Now, can you tell me who was weak, the man or he? The son or this person who was weak? Just read this sentence and tell me who was weak. Okay. Yes. How you are getting to know? Because you have this kinds of ambiguity power. But just consider your machine doesn't have this kinds of ambiguity power. At that time, it will fail, right? So that's why still there is a challenge for this ambiguity. If their text is too much complex, okay, at that time it may fails. Okay. When we achieve the best accuracy from the NLP, whenever it is able to work with the ambiguity, creativity, okay, in a very good way, like it would be able to respond as a human, at that time we can consider we have built something realistic. Okay. Then there is a second sentence: the man couldn't lift his son because he was so heavy. Okay. Who is heavy? The man. I mean, if you see, the son was, so I think the son was heavy, right? This sentence, guys, am I right? Yeah. Okay. That's actually, this ambiguity is like one of the, you can talk about things. Now, common knowledge, as I already told you, common sense is needed. This example I put here, consider two sentence: man bite dog, dog bite man. Okay. So always don't go with the grammar. Grammatically, it might be correct, but common sense, why is it won't be correct? Okay. So that's why this common knowledge is also needed. Okay. So that's why actually it's still challenging here. Now, creativity. Okay. Creativity language is not just a rule driven. There is also creativity aspect, like various style, dialects, genres. Okay. A violation are used in the language. Like if you're writing any poems, okay, poems would be a great example. Poems actually doesn't follow the grammar. Okay. Like it won't be following like the rules. It comes from the creativity, right? Now, if you tell your system to make a poems for you, it would be hard, very hard. But if I tell you just to make a poems for me, it would be easy for you because you can imagine. You have the creativity power. Okay. Now, this was like creativity you can talk about. And there is another thing I will shout out, which is diversity, because there are many languages. Nowadays, if you see, Google Translation doesn't have that much of language. Okay. You can't tell it can translate all the language all over the world. It's not possible. They have selected some of the language, which is very much needed. If you go to some of the country, they doesn't have the translator. Okay. But recently Meta AI, they have developed one model. So it supports all the language. Okay. It is recent research I saw from Meta AI. Okay. So diversity is one of the problem. There are many languages. You can't work with all the language. Okay. So that's why it was still challenging. Now let's wrap up everything, whatever we have discussed so far. I think I introduced NLP. What is NLP? I think you know. Why NLP is useful. Okay, I think you also got it. I already showed some of the real world exam application inside NLP, various tasks we can do inside NLP. Okay, difficulty terms of developing the solution. I already showed one graph. Okay, what is language? We know right now. Inside language, what are the building blocks we have? We need to follow approaches to NLP, heuristic approach, machine learning approach, deep learning approach. Okay, why NLP is challenging? I think we also know. Okay, now guys, this was like all thing. I think now anyone has any questions, just tell me. Like, did you get this entire basics NLP concepts or not? Now if anyone asks you like what is NLP is all about, what are the tasks we can do, what are the challenges inside NLP, what are the approaches we can apply NLP, would you be able to answer? Okay, Sadish is telling approaches not clear. Approaches is what? Approaches means what are the way you can solve this approach? Like you can apply heuristic approach, this is rule-based program. You can approach machine learning program. You can approach using deep learning program. Okay, it's just a field you will be using at the end to solve. Suppose at the end you need to train a model. Now to train the model, you will be using deep learning, machine learning, or heuristic approach. This is the approaches actually on this. See, information retrieval is, I already showed you, just starts on Google, who is founder of Google. You will see some information, it will retrieve to you, the only relevant information. Okay. Language modeling. Okay. And topic modeling is what? Topic modeling is like, it will suggest something. I think topic modeling example I showed you. Topic modeling. Yeah. So topic modeling is nothing but it's a clustering. Okay. Suppose there are multiple collection of documents. So by the documents, you are just clustering the relevant, like only the relevant documents. Suppose it's a food related, it's a political related, it's like you can say sports related. You're trying to do some clustering. Yes, you can do without, because you will get mostly annotated data right nowadays. Okay, it's possible. Okay, now if I give you one assessment, like would you be able to do it, guys? So what do you need to do? You need to write one small blog in your LinkedIn. You can do it. Like you can write what is NLP. Okay, what NLP is useful. Like what are the things I have mentioned. Okay, you can write something so that whenever some person is like they're willing to start, right? Guys, am I audible? Pallavi, I think am I audible? I'm not mute. Check from your side. Okay, just write something. See, these are the information I have put. Okay, you will see, like, to understand these things, okay, to get these things you need to write like, because see how I able to get to know all these things. I read like from a books, I like referred many things. Okay, then I got to know these are the things are there. So what I did, I combine each and everything and I shared this with you. Okay, so this was all about the any book you refer, okay, any video you see, they will be discussing this thing only. Apart from that, you will be getting anything. Okay, so that is why if you can write a small blog, okay, what is NLP all about, what are the challenges is there, what are the application is there, okay, so that by seeing your post, someone will be able to, okay, make interest inside NLP, like, yes, I should also learn because these are the thing I can see here. Okay, write a blog, and if you can mention me also. Okay, I think my voice is fine, guys. It's not breaking. It's clear, right? Okay, Pallavi, I think just check your connection. It's clear for me. Okay. Okay, I'm sharing. I will share this entire PPT. Okay, with you. No issue. Okay. In your. No, 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 not done. It just we have covered. Just let me show you. What was the agenda? We have covered till this point. Number 6. These two are still left. Okay. Yes, yes. Code I will show you. Yes. What is NLP types, NLP challenges, NLP task? Yeah, these are the thing only. Yes, yes, I will share with you. No issue. Yes, yes, you can tag me. I will happy to see like your blog. Okay. So now let's discuss about the NLP pipelines. Okay. Like now let's go to a little bit application part. Okay. Suppose whenever you will be, okay, I'm sharing my LinkedIn ID. This is my LinkedIn ID. Yes, yes. Break. Now let's take a break first of all. Then I will start with the NLP pipeline, because As of now, we saw the basics NLP, what is NLP all about, the challenge, approaches, anything. Now, it is very much important whenever you are starting any application, okay, how to like sort the pipeline so that you can get a build a end-to-end pipeline, like you can say NLP projects. Okay, what is the end-to-end pipeline of NLP projects? So apart from that, you won't be get anything. Okay, so I will tell all the possible thing, okay, inside NLP pipeline. You can refer. Okay, so now before that, let's take 5 minutes is fine, guys, or 10 minutes you need. All right, let's take 10 minutes of break. Okay. Yes, GAN is complete. See, GAN is nothing. This is the thing I told you, the concepts, how it works. Now you have, I think I shared one things. Okay, apart, like based on your requirement, what you want to do using GANs, take this model, try to apply, you will get it. You don't have to train the GANs, okay? Because training GANs is, like I told you, it's very hard. Even we created our like vanilla GANs, okay? They are actually, you saw like how hard it is to train the GANs, right? Always use the like pre-built solution. Okay, now let's take a 10 minutes of break. Is everyone back, guys? Okay. Just give me a yes. Let's start with the pipeline session. Okay. Okay. So basically, I think you are familiar with the pipelines terms, right, guys? I think if you have worked in the NLP, deep learning, you follow a pipeline right there whenever you are building any application, like data ingestion, data validation, model training, right? Okay. So phone call and Zoom call. Babia, what you're talking about? Okay, so here actually we are already familiar with the terms of pipeline. So basically, NLP pipeline is slightly different, okay, because it uh, has some, I mean, you can say information engineering technique. So before actually feeding to your model, we need to follow some of these steps, okay, whenever we are trying to build any NLP pipeline. So basically, here if you see, uh, inside NLP pipeline, uh, there are many things you need to follow. Like first of all, data acquisition, okay, data acquisition is there. I will discuss one by one each and everything, like how to do the data acquisition and all. Then text preparation, okay. Inside text preparation, what you need to do, you need to do text cleanup. I already told you, inside text there would be some unnecessary information, right, like HTML tags, emojis and all. So it is not needed, okay. Like the more way, like the more good actually will be able to clean up your text, okay, you will be able to make a good model. Yeah, stop word removal is also there. I will discuss like one by one what are the possible, like you can say solution is there. I will write down each and everything, okay. You can note down also, it will help you, okay. That thing you just only need to learn, like I mean not anything else, okay. Now basics preprocessing also there, some advanced preprocessing is also there, okay. So it was like text preparation. Feature engineering, okay, you need to apply some feature engineering. Feature engineering, it's not like outlier detection, it's not like that. There are some different feature engineering, I will discuss what is this. Modeling, like the model training you will be doing. Model evaluation is there, what kinds of model evaluation there, okay, I will also discuss. Deployment, okay, after deployment you have monitoring and model updating, okay, this thing actually you can do. So these are some NLP pipeline, okay, you need to follow. Now one thing just try to remember, it's not universal, okay. It's not universal means suppose all the problem statement won't be following the same step, okay. There would be some of the problem statement you can skip some of the thing here. Suppose whenever you are trying to build chatbots, okay, I think you also know whenever you put some emojis to the chatbots, it will also able to recognize your feelings, okay, your context of the text. Suppose if I give happy emoji, it will be able to know like, yeah, I'm happy, right, guys? Did you see these kinds of application, chatbots? Okay, so at that time, will you be removing the emojis from your text or not? Tell me. Okay, because emojis is needed for my analysis, right? So that's why it's telling it's not a universal, okay. Like all the problem statement, although the exact steps, okay, there would be some of the problem statement at that point of time you can skip some of the thing, okay. Now the problem you'll be working on, you need to make sure what are the things you need for that problem statement, okay. Every problem statement has their different requirement. Like if we want to build chatbots, at that point of time you need emojis also, you need punctuation marks also, everything you need it, because everything is meaning some of the, like you can say, context of your text, okay. So that is why it's very much needed. Now deep learning pipelines are slightly different, because in deep learning actually you don't need to do that many of steps, okay. because now we have transformer model, we have GPT model. Okay, it can handle most of the thing. Okay, so you don't have to apply too many of steps like data acquisition. You can do preparation wise. You can remove some of the things like HTML tags and all, but emojis, then your punctuation, everything can handle by your this one deep learning algorithm. Okay, that's why deep learning pipelines are slightly different. But these are the things you need to follow whenever you are working with the machine learning. Okay, now pipeline is non-linear. Okay, non-linear means you don't have to follow the exact thing. Suppose your modeling is not working, what you can do, you can again go here, you can again apply some of the pre-processing technique. Okay, then again come here, then again do something. That's why it's telling model pipeline is not non-linear. Yeah, I will show you like how to handle emoji. So there is a practical I will show you. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I think, am I audible, guys? Okay. So that's why it's telling pipeline is not non-linear. Okay, so these are the things you need to remember whenever you are trying to create your own pipeline. Okay, now let's discuss one by one. Okay, let's open my note board. So let's discuss about NLP pipeline. Okay, so first what we saw in the first pipeline, we saw data acquisition. Okay, so inside data acquisition, you might have available data. Okay, available data means suppose you already have ready to use CSV file, JSON file, or TXT file. Okay, these are some available data. Like this data you already have. Okay, like your company has given you this data to you. Okay, now there will be a chance you don't have the data, but it is available in other resources. Other resources means you can have API, you can do some web scraping. Just apply machine learning, Vignesh. Small data set, if you have, apply machine learning. Don't apply deep learning. Just knife base, then support vector machine. Okay, you need to do some text preparation, text cleanup. Okay, after that you need to convert this text to numbers. You can apply TF-IDF, counter vectorizer. Okay, then just feed it to your model. Okay, because we this kinds of application we have built in our machine learning. I think email ham, then sentiment analysis. Okay, but in terms of bigger application at that time you need to follow like some advanced people processing. I will show you. Okay, let me write. So other dataset means API web scraping you can do. Okay, some paid data is also there, you can buy. Okay, so these are other resources you can extract the data, like Kaggle is also there. Okay, Kaggle, you can download the data as per your requirement. Now you have no data, suppose no data. So now what you need to do, create your own data. Okay, now how you need to create your own data, it depends upon the problem statement you are working. Okay, suppose you want to work on a chatbot, and the language you will be using, suppose it's Hindi, suppose Hindi language, or you can talk about Tamil language. Okay, Tamil. Okay, so if Tamil language data is not available, so what do you need to do? You need to create your own data first of all. Yeah, see, good data set is small or bigger, it's fine. See, if you have a smaller data set, because see, every model expect like some you can say, I mean, too much of data. Okay, if you're feeding too much of data, that means you are creating a robust model. If you have small data, then you can also feed, but try to use machine learning model there. Okay, don't use deep learning. Accuracy is like its later point of view. First of all, train it. Okay, whether it's able to do it, the task you are trying to do or not. Okay, based on that, you need to select. I can tell like it will give you a good results on, because the task you will be performing, I'm not sure. Okay, it is sentiment analysis or what you want to do. Okay, so at that time you need to create your own data. Okay, you need to create your own data. So this is the data acquisition. Incident classification, just apply, then machine learning should work. Okay, so data wise you can get it. Okay, now data actually it's available now in the internet, like text data is like it's very much available. Okay, but as per your task, actually need to select your data. So I showed you all the resources you can collect the data. Available data, you should have CSV, JSON. Other data, you can use some web API, web scraping. I think these are the things has been taught in your session. Full stack batch, like how to work with the API, how to do web scraping. I think there was a project, something called Review Scrapper from Flipkart. Did you see, right? Okay, so that scrapper you can apply. Okay, you can collect the data. See, at that point of time you collected the review, right, of Flipkart. Now it's the time to use that data to an NLP task. Okay, okay, yes, beautiful soup and all, you can do it. Okay, these are tool, it will help you to do it. Okay, okay, now no data means just create your own data, but this thing we don't do because it will take time. Okay, because collecting our own data, it's very much time needed. Okay, yes, it's not give you the all the website access, but at least you need to manage somehow. Okay, because data wise I can't give you the suggestion. Your data you need to collect somehow. Okay, now this thing you can do. Now note one thing, whenever you are collecting the data. Yes, now if you have collected the data, okay, if you have collected the data, suppose whenever you have no data, if you have the collected the data, so you won't be able to collect too much of data. So what you can do, there is a technique you can follow. Then what you can do, you can apply data augmentation. Now you can ask me, in computer vision we know how to do like do the data augmentation, but in NLP how it is possible? It is very easy. So what you can do, you can follow some of the technique. Suppose replace with synonymous. Yeah, okay, then you can do by uh, I think flipping. Okay, back translation, then add some noise, add noise to data. Okay, now these are the follow approach you can follow. Replace with synonymous, like every word has some, if I synonymous. Okay, you can see yeah, every, suppose, see, these are some grammatical things you will get. Every word has some synonymous. Okay, so you can replace with other thing. You can do back translation, how it works. So just go to translate. Suppose let's copy a text from here, the academy. So first of all, suppose you want to do, suppose this is the English language, right? Just select English. Suppose English to, first of all, I want to generate Hindi. Okay, just paste it. So this is Hindi right now. Okay. Now just copy the Hindi. Again, what you can do, Hindi to Bangla you can do. Okay. Now copy the Bangla. Now again, write Bangla to English. Okay. Now just see. Now if you see this text and this text, actually it won't be matched. Okay. There would be some words, there would be some things. Okay. It has changed. Okay. So that is called back translation. Okay. It helps you to generate new data. Okay. You can use it in data augmentation. Okay. And add some noise means, suppose this is your text. With that, just add some like additional text. Okay. That's how you can do. So these are some data augmentation technique. It is possible. Okay. You can do it. Flipping means, suppose here you have written something like, my name is Bappy. Okay. If you flip this sentence, what you can write, Bappy is my name. Okay. That's how you can do flipping. Got it? So this was all about data augmentation. Now, data acquisition, I think it is clear, like how to do the data acquisition, how to collect the data. Now, after data acquisition, I already showed you, there is something called text preparation. Now let's discuss about text preparation. Okay. Yeah. Yes, NLP has some augmentation tool also, data augmentation, but mostly they're paid. Okay. Data augmentation tool. NLP. I didn't ever use this tool, but I know some of the tool. NLP best practice from Kaggle. Data augmentation NLP. There's some tool. I don't remember the name of the tool, but I know there is some tool actually. These are paid tool actually you can use. Data augmentation tool in NLP. Okay, I don't remember the name of the tool, but I think tomorrow also knows something. Okay, so I will ask him to give you some of the tool name. Okay, so you can use that. Okay, but these are some paid tools, but mostly back translation. This thing you can do using Google API. Okay, it's possible. There's some free Google API you can use. Okay. Okay. Now let's discuss about text preparation. Okay. So inside text preparation, what you have? You have cleanup. Okay. Cleanup means you need to clean up HTML tags, emojis. Okay. Spelling check you need to do if whether there is a spelling mistake or not. Then you can, yeah, these are the like text preparation you can apply, like basic text preparation. Okay. Cleanup. Like when you get the data very fast, when you load the data very fast, at that time you need to apply these are the thing. Okay. And I told you it's not universal. It depends upon your problem statement, whether you need emojis or not. You need to first of all check with your problem statement. If it is not required, then you can apply, because every NLP task you will see HTML tags, emojis, spelling. These are the thing would be common. We'll be doing as a text cleanup. Okay. Now there are some basics pre-processing. Okay. Basics pre-processing we need to apply, and some advanced pre-processing. Okay, as one pre-processing will be applying. Now let's discuss one by one. First of all, go with basics pre-processing. Okay, inside basic pre-processing, you have like important. Okay, and you have something called optional. So what is inside important? Let's see. Important wise, you have something called tokenization. Tokenization. Okay, now tokenization, it has two types. One is sentence type. Okay, and one is word type. Okay, what is tokenization? Suppose there is a word, I am Bappy. Okay, now first of all, if I want to convert this sentence to number, first of all, what I need to do? Okay, token, I need to make a token. Suppose I will make a list. I will separate out I am Bappy. Okay, now if you see, these are some tokens. Okay, so we call it word type tokens. This is word type token. Okay, now what is sentence type token? Suppose there is a sentence, I am Bappy. I am a data scientist. Okay, now if you see, there is a full stop I have written. Okay, now if you want to apply sentence type like tokenization, now there would be two lists. One is like I am Bappy, comma, I am a data scientist. Okay, so there sentence wise, the sentence wise means you are taking the sentence and you are splitting as a full stop here. Okay, and you are getting two lists. I think if you are familiar with list splitting, I think you are getting right, guys. Now clear what is word type tokenization and what is sentence type tokenization? It is clear. Okay, so basics pre-processing, you need to, this is important, you need to apply it. Okay, it is like very much needed. Okay, so tokenization need to apply. Now there are some optional also. Okay, now let's discuss the optional. Okay, sometimes it is needed, sometimes it's not needed. That's why it's optional. Okay, now let's discuss about some optional. So inside optional, you have stop word. Okay, stop word removal. Remove. Then you have steaming. Okay, steaming. What is steaming? Suppose there is a 3 word you have, like play, played, playing. Okay, now what is the root form of this 3 word? Can anybody tell? Because these are meaning same. These meaning are same, right? Play. Okay, but I don't need to put all the 3 separate words. Okay, if I convert to just play, okay, it is able to like, it's okay, it's meaning the same word only. That's why steaming is needed. Steaming, what it does, suppose if there is a sentence and it has these 3 kinds of, you can say, words, okay, in a different form, it will just make it as a root form. Okay, that is the work of steaming. Clear, guys? Yeah, steaming. No, its spelling would be, let me write it clearly. STEMMI, steaming. Okay. Now you have something called remove punctuation. So what are the punctuation you have? Suppose in a sentence, there would be comma, full stop, exclamation mark, then question mark. These are some punctuation, okay, which is not needed. You can remove, completely remove, okay. Now you can apply lowercase operation. Now, can anybody tell me why this lowercase operation is needed? Suppose there is a sentence, let me write. Like, I am Bappy. Suppose this is my training data. Okay, training data. Okay. Now, if you know, string is totally case sensitive, right, guys? Okay. Now, if I give my test data Bappy as a small case, will it consider these two as same or not? Tell me. No, right? Because here I have small case, here I have uppercase. Okay. That's why this two will be different. So that is why whenever we are getting the training data, at that time we need to apply lowercase. If you see any application, they will be applying lowercase. Okay. That's why lowercase is important. Now you can apply another thing. Suppose I told you one chatbot example, right? So there you should have multiple language also. Suppose you have English language, you have Hindi language, you have Bangla language. Okay. So what you can apply something called language detection. It's very much easy. Okay. Using Google API, you can do language detection. First of all, the input data you are taking from the user, first of all, you need to check whether it's a English, whether it's a Hindi, or whether it's a Bangla. Based on that, you just like pass your data for the another process. Okay. Because for English processing, you will follow some other technique. For Hindi data processing, you will follow some other technique. See, I told you, in string, like in Python, capital and like uppercase and lowercase, it's two, like these are key sensitive actually. Okay. If you see uppercase B, it will have some different value. If you see lowercase b, it will have some different value. That's why you need to bring each and every character to a lowercase. Okay. So language detection you can apply. Then you can do lemmatization. Lemmatization and stemming, these two are same. Okay, these two are same. But in lemmatization, sometimes in stemming, what you will see, it won't give you the exact root form meaning. Suppose sometimes what it may give PLA. That means it will consider play, but it's not readable to us. But if you apply lemmatization, you will get play. Okay, it is readable. Okay, it is readable to the machine, but not for human. But it is readable for machine also, it is readable for us also. So now you can tell me which one should we apply. I will suggest apply lemmatization instead of stemming. Okay, because here you will see real world meaning. Okay, there won't be any spelling mistake. Okay. Now these are some optional pre-processing. Okay, optional pre-processing, and these are some important pre-processing. You need to apply it. Okay, it is applicable, and this is the optional based on your task you need to do. Now, if you need punctuation, don't apply. If you need, if you want to like, don't want to apply language detection, don't apply. If you just working with one language, okay. Okay. Now I think basic pre-processing is clear, guys. What are the pre-processing are there? See, apart from that, there is nothing you need to follow. Okay, only you need to learn this thing. What is stemming? How to do stemming, lemmatization, this thing only. Tokenization, how to do tokenization. I will show you one notebook. Okay. Yeah, stop words. I written here stop words. Stop words means what? There in the sentence there would be some words it's not meaningful, like is, am, are. We call it stop word. Okay, we can remove it completely. We just only keep the root thing like stop. Sorry, like there is a sentence like Bappy I'll be keeping, am I'll be deleting. Okay, that's all. Yes, it depends on the use case. Suppose if you need, suppose you are building question answering system or chatbots, at that time this is has some meaning. It is a verb. It's following the context or syntax. Okay, at that time it's not like needed to delete. Okay, you need this. But if you're doing sentiment analysis, at that time these are the thing is not needed. Remove it. Okay. So every language has their different stop words. You can search on Google, you will get it. Okay. Now let's discuss advanced preprocessing. It is only for needed whenever you are trying to build some advanced application. Okay. So inside advanced preprocessing, you have parts of speech tagging. And then you have parsing, and you have co-reference resolution. Okay, now let's show it. Okay. Yeah, NER, you can talk about NER, chatbots, conversational agents. At that time, these are the things like very important. Instead of that, you can do it. Okay. Now I have a picture on that. Let's me show you that one. Yeah. Now I think it is visible, guys, to all of you. This there is an image I am showing, right? Just write yes or no. Okay. Now if you see all the things here, it is there. First of all, suppose this is the input text. Okay. Now if you want to do tokenization and lemmatization, so what will happen? Tokenization, it will separate out the word. Okay, like captain, wrote, direct, see, it is okay, it is separate out the word, see, comma. Okay. Now there is a, I told you what type tokenization, sentence types tokenization, it requires as per your requirement. Okay. Now lemmatization, what it will do, suppose if you see here, captain Chaplin. Okay, Chaplin is a name, it don't do anything. Now wrote, it's the v2 format, right? If you know verb, it's a v2 format, so it's converted to root only, right? See, they have applied lemmatization. Directed, it converted to direct. Okay. And would be remain same. Composed will be converted to compose. Okay. This is the work of lemmatization. Now parts of speech tagging, so it will tag each and everything with the parts of speech, like this is the noun, verb. Okay, that's how it will label each and everything. So this is the work of parts of speech tagging, and it would be done by linguistic expert. Okay, because I'm not good at it, even I can't say like which would be like when. Okay. Now parsing is there. Parsing is kinds of tree. Okay. So Chaplin wrote, directed. So every word, okay, consists of some tree. Okay. Suppose after Chaplin wrote, how it is coming. Okay. Whether it's a like verb, noun, that's actually, it will make a tree. Okay. It's like a little bit advanced topic. For that, you need good understanding on the grammar. Okay. But let's ignore this one, parsing. Now there is this is very important, co-reference resolution. Now, if you see, Chaplin wrote, directed, and composed the music for most of his film. Okay. Now Chaplin and his, these two are same person, right, guys? Tell me, or whether this his is different. Is it same or different? Same, right? Now it is making a co-reference, right? See, Chaplin and his, these two are same person. It's making one co-reference. Okay. When your system will understand Chaplin and his, it's the same person. So that's why we call it co-reference resolution. It is very much important. So whether you are creating chatbots, okay, conversational agents, at that time, it's very much important. Okay. You need to apply co-reference resolution. You need to make your computer understand like this two words are same person, it is indicating. Okay. So these were some actually advanced preprocessing you can talk about. Okay. But don't focus on it. You don't need this kinds of grammatical knowledge. It's fine. Okay. Still you can do it. Now go to our board. Now I think advanced preprocessing is also clear. So we have called, we have finished our text preparation, it is covered. Now let's go to the feature engineering. Okay, feature engineering, let's see. Okay, so in feature engineering, what you need to do, you need to do text vectorization. Vectorization means you want to convert to number. Okay, number, because it's a raw text, right? So what you can do, you can apply some of the technique, like bag of what is there, bag of words. You can also call it bow. Okay. And then you have TF-IDF, TF-ID, IDF. Okay. Like term frequency. This is a frequency based approaches. Okay. Then you have Manhot encoding. Okay. Then you have something called word to vec. Only these are the thing, if you know, it's very much needed. Okay, like this is fine if you know these are the thing. You don't need to learn any other more thing. Okay, because you will be only using that thing whenever you will be working with the machine learning. But in deep learning, actually we have transformer based tokenization. Okay, transformer based actually text vectorization technique also, so your model can do it in the backend. Okay, so they have their already trained model on that, so you don't have to consider in that one. Whenever you are CBAW, yeah, CBAW is also there. Yeah, this is the same thing, bag of words only. Okay, CBAW. Okay, so this is the thing actually. Now what we call it entirely, we call it word embedding. Okay, word embedding. Bag of words. BOU is bag of words. Okay, I will tell you what is bag of words. It's like just a count of a word. Suppose there is CBAW. It's like, see, bag of words here. You mention some of the value. Suppose I will show you one example. I will show you that time it will be clear. Okay. See, you can define some C value here, like how many words you need. Suppose if I want to do like I am Bappy. Okay, I am Bappy. Now, if I apply bag of words, so it will make one ID. Suppose I, as it will consider 0, M it will consider 1, Bappy will consider 2. Okay. Now, if I apply CBAW and make it a C value as 2, so what it will do, it will take I am, then it will take I am, then am Bappy. Okay. This 2. Now, this whole thing will consider as 1, and this whole thing as considered as 2. Okay, that's how actually it is combining the word together. Okay, you can make this C value. Now, if you make this C value 3, so it will contain entire sentence as a 1. Okay, got it, Pallavi? Okay, now we call it word embedding. Okay, now word embedding, inside word embedding you have some types. Okay, I already written down all the things. Now let's also write down word embeddings. So there are some types. So there is a frequency and there is a prediction. What are the frequency based? Like you have bag of words, you have TF, IDF, then you have globe model. Okay. Then in prediction, you have just one word to vec. Okay, it works with the like actually algorithm based. Okay, it's algorithm based, and it's kinds of, you can say rule based, or you can say statistical, or just frequency. Just it will just take the count of it and it will do. Okay, that's how. So this was word embedding. So feature engineering, actually what we do, we just try to convert our text to number. Our main motto is this. Okay, somehow I need to convert my text to number so that I can feed to my model. There are many approach you can follow, like bag of word, TF-IDF, blob, what to vec. Okay, if you know these are the thing, it's fine. Okay, what to vec, yeah, I will show you one example. Okay, you don't have to learn the theory of what to vec. Okay, but just learn it as a tool, because see, mostly you won't be using, if when you will learn the transformers and all, what to vec you won't be using. Okay, so don't spend too much of time. Okay, just try to know like how it works as a tool. Okay, TF-IDF, I will call from the scalar, and I will come from the Jensen. Okay, I will show you. It is TF-IDF, TF-IDF. Jensen, there is a Jensen, I think. Okay, I will show you what to vec library. Okay, now it was the feature engineering. So after feature engineering, what we had modeling. Okay, now when your text has converted to numbers, okay, now you are ready to go, right? Now what you can do modeling. Okay, so modeling, you can apply 3 approaches. I already told you. You can either apply heuristic approach, that means rule based. Okay, you can apply ML algorithm. Okay, that is statistical base. Then you can apply DL algorithm. This is neural network. Okay, so these 3 approach you have. I think I don't need to explain this one much, because this model I think you have already learned. Okay, these are some prediction algorithm at the end you will be using. Now after modeling, what you need to do, you need to focus on the evaluation. Okay, so evaluation, there are 2 types of evaluation. One is intrinsive, SIV. Let me write it clearly. And another is extrinsive. Okay, evaluation. Yes, collection of embeddings. It will just count the collection. Okay, so now what is evaluation? Okay, what is intrinsic evaluation and what is extrinsic evaluation? Now let's talk about intrinsic evaluation. Means after modeling, I think you apply some accuracy calculation, accuracy metrics, then R2 score, right? Then MAP score, right, guys? You are already familiar with, right? These are the metrics you apply, right? After training your model on your test data, and you get some of the accuracy like 90% on anything. Okay, so we call it intrinsic like evaluation. This is the evaluation from our side. Okay, as a NLP engineer, we'll be doing this evaluation. Now, what is extrinsic evaluation? This evaluation done by after deploying to production. Now, I think I given one example. Suppose if you are using Redmi keyboard and people are not getting the suggested, like you can say outcome, what they will do, they will switch to another keyboard. They will uninstall this one. Okay, they will take some live feedback. Okay, whenever they will uninstall, by taking the light feedback, they will improve this extensive evaluation. This is called extensive evaluation, and this is the very much important in NLP. You can't say by doing the intrinsic evaluation your model is good. you can do it. Like, I'm not sure about that, like very much. Honestly, I'm not sure A/B testing is needed or not. But as per I've written some of the books, so they are telling intrusive and extensive evaluation is needed. Okay. They are focusing on this very much. Okay. Extensive evaluation after deploying. Because see, text will be like, I mean, changing. Text data is changing, okay, every time. So it might be possible your customer is giving some new text and your model is failing, so that you just take this take also, store it to your DB, again try to train, okay, with that text, so that in future whenever this kinds of text is coming, your model won't be able to fail. Okay. Yeah, retraining might be applied, possible. Just define, you have to define one threshold. Okay, if your model is like it's not crossing the threshold, at the time you can consider retraining is needed. Do it. Okay. So this was all about evaluation part. Okay. Now, after evaluation, you can deploy model. Okay. So after deployment, you can do monitoring. Monitoring means like this kinds of monitoring, whether user is uninstalling your application or not. Okay. Then if they're doing, if some update is required, do update. Okay. So this was actually all about the NLP pipeline. Okay. Now I think you got it. What are the things you need to follow as stepwise? Okay. So whenever you are trying to create any NLP application, you need to follow these at the pipeline: data acquisition, text preprocessing, inside text processing. What are the text preprocessing you need? Advanced basic strip preprocessing, then feature engineering, tokenization. Okay. Modeling, evaluation, deployment, monitoring, and updates. Okay. So this is the NLP pipeline. Any application NLP you build, you need to follow. Apart from that, you need to follow anything. Okay. And I will suggest some of the books at the end you can follow. Like after going through the session, if you also referring that book, you will learn a lot. Extra steps actually in NLP, see, quantization model is not good in NLP. Okay. In CV, you can do it, but NLP somehow actually you need to deploy bigger model at the end. You need, that's why I told you NLP is costly. Okay. You need good instance to deploy that. If you are launching AWS, okay, EC2 instance also, at that time, you can't go with smaller type. Okay. You can take some large instance there. If you make Docker, okay, Docker image of NLP application, usually it will reach 9 GB. Okay. But in computer vision, YOLO has quantization technique. Okay, you can do it. Yeah, sometimes loading time will be like little bit, it will be a little bit time taking, because see, I told you chatbot won't be responding like very quickly. Okay, it takes some time. Okay, free you can take, but you need to create an account. For that, you need to add your credit card, and you can take only T2 micro instance. Okay, and it is like very small, 1 GB RAM you will get. Okay, it don't work for the NLP. Yeah, features are more descriptive. Yeah, train and deploy. Yeah, it's a little bit hat-trick. That's why NLP. That's why we don't train our own model. Basically, mostly the task you will be doing, you will get as a pre-trained model. Okay, you don't have to train. Just load the model, pass your data, get the prediction. For that, they are providing these kinds of cloud, right? API, OpenAI as their API. Then Hugging Face their API. You can train. We'll show in the Google Colab mostly, but as per your requirement, if you have good instance, you can take paper space. Okay. Yeah. Because see, they have trained with the Wikipedia data, large data. Okay. This model is like very much, robust. Okay. And the model will be training, it's very much like poor model. So which one will take, the robust one or poor model? Okay. But know the concepts, like how it works. Okay, if in your interview it asks, knowing things is fine, but whenever you will be developing, mostly you will be working with the pre-built solution. Yeah, you can train. Suppose you are training you need one NER application at that time. Suppose NER is not like there. English NER you will get, but suppose you are doing NER in Hindi language. If it's not there, then you can collect your own data. You can train your model. No, Wikipedia on collapse not possible. See, there are many pre-trained model. If you go to Hugging Face, like it's you can't tell like one model won't be working, but there are many models. You will see here models. See, it is also task specific. Suppose if you want to do image classification, just click on image classification, filter out. These are the model you have for image classification. You want to do, suppose it's image classification. I want to do, suppose audio classification or text classification, token classification. That is the NER model. See, and what code you need? PyTorch, TensorFlow, JAX. It's suppose 3 languages. Okay, so I need suppose PyTorch related code. Okay, now it will filter out. Now dataset with dataset, Mozilla Foundation common dataset they have used, Scott data, Wikipedia dataset. Suppose you only need Wikipedia. Okay, these are the model you have. Suppose you only need English related. Okay, these are the model it will filter. Mostly Wikipedia doesn't have English language. And yeah, these are the model. Now, if you want any model, just click here. You will get the code. Okay, see, this is the code. Okay, that's how it is like easy. It is like using Hugging Face. How to choose which is good, I can't tell. Okay, you need to do exploration. Yes, I will suggest good books and then just wait. Let's finish this one. Okay. Now I think it is clear, guys, what is NLP pipeline is all about. What are the pre-processing step? What are the feature engineering we can do? Okay, if it is done, let's do some hands-on. Is it clear, guys? Just tell me yes or no. Project C will be doing just, this is your first session, guys. Just here we have discussed many things actually, and it's very much important. It took me like to like very long time to know these are the thing. Okay, and I have delivered all the things actually I know. Okay, I read. See, I have also books. Let me open up my camera. Let me just take this books first of all. Yeah, I think you can see me, guys. Can you see me? Okay. Now see, I'm referring these 2 books. Okay, let me remove my background. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I'll share the name. Okay, just wait. Now, guys, can you see this book? Okay, one is I refer this one, Practical Natural Language Processing. These books actually I love a lot. This NLP pipeline and everything I learned from this book only. Okay, this book you can buy. Okay, then there is another book I refer. If you want to learn about transformers, okay, and Hugging Face, you can refer this book. Because why I love this book has been written by Hugging Face founder. Okay, Hugging Face developer. Natural language processing with transformers. Okay, and today I delivered the lecture. Okay, I referred these 2 books only. Okay, so just tell me like how much knowledge I have shared with you today. Okay, because it took me very long time to learn all the things. Okay, just don't consider it was just a dummy lecture. Okay, because it's very much needed. Yes, I'm working from home, guys. So. Yeah, you will get this book on Amazon. Mm, okay, let's natural language processing. Okay, my orally. Processing with transformers. Yeah, Lewis. Yeah, this is the book. See, you can follow hands-on machine learning with scikit-learn and TensorFlow by Aurelian Garden. And for machine learning and deep learning, and for NLP, these two books I'm sharing. This is the transformer, and one is like practical natural language processing. Here, practical natural language processing. You will get on Amazon. Yeah, this is the book. So yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm staying in Bangladesh, so it's BDT. It's just 30 minutes first from India. Okay. And I bought these two books when I visited India. I visited Bangalore actually. I knew an office. I stayed around 1 month there. Even I'm planning to visit again. Let's see. Okay. Now I think you can access this link. You can buy these books. Okay. Because it's just one-time investment you will be doing, and it will help you for your entire life. Okay. No, I have purchased from Amazon India. I ordered these two books actually. Not only books, like there are many things I ordered. Yeah. Now, guys, one thing I want to show you, because in NLP, yeah, let me show here only. In NLP, will be uh, encounter with some of the terms, okay, common terms. Let me write it down first of all. Let me take my. Where is my pen? Yeah. So you'll encounter with, yeah, common terms. Okay. So the first terms you will be encounter with corpus. Okay. Then you will encounter with vocabulary. Third, you will encounter with document. And fourth, you will be encounter with word. Now, do you know what is corpus, what is vocabulary, what is document, and what is word? Anyone? And you are familiar with? Okay. Those who don't know, let me tell you one example. Suppose here you have one, paragraph. Okay. So here, whenever you will get that data, it will look like as a paragraph, like too many text would be there. Okay. Now, if someone is tell you what is corpus, okay, corpus means, let me take my annotator. Yeah, corpus means this whole data. Okay, this whole data you have. So we call it corpus. Okay. Now, what is vocabulary? Vocabulary is nothing but it's an unique word from this entire corpus. Suppose many is a vocabulary. Book is a vocabulary. Okay. Then document. What is document? Document is just a one row. Suppose there are how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means rows. There is a one row you can select. We can call it document. Okay, just one row you can consider document. And what is words? Okay, unique word. It should be unique word. Just remember one thing: vocabulary should be unique word. And there is a word. What would be all the words? Okay, all the words. We can call it words. Yeah, normal words are words, and only unique words are vocabulary. Is it clear, guys? This common term you will be encounter a lot. Okay, inside NLP. Like mostly we'll see Paulsar will be telling corpus, vocabulary, documents, words. So that's why today's session I told you, just try to remember, try to note down it so that you won't be getting confused. Like at that time, don't ask like what is corpus, what is document, vocabulary and all. Okay. Okay, I'm repeating it once. Okay. See, first of all, we saw corpus. Okay, what is corpus? Corpus is their entire text, entire paragraph. We call it corpus. Okay. Vocabulary is a unique word from the corpus. We call it vocabulary. Documents is like one row, like there are many row. Like this is one row, this is one row, this is one row, this is one row, this is one row. Just select one row, we call it documents. Okay. And what is like all the possible words you can see here, all the words. That's it. Yeah. So now I think you got it, guys. The NLP like pipeline so far. Can we start with the hands-on a little bit? Just tell me yes or no. Okay. See, these are the thing I have explained. If you can try to note down it, it would be like really help you. Okay. No, tomorrow actually let's complete together. It will take less time because Python code, it's like very easy. Okay. Tomorrow we'll be starting with the RNN concept, I think. Okay. See, just to make a note of like also like this thing, actually you need a note because I have my own note. If I show you, this is my notes actually. Okay. On NLP, deep learning. Try to make note also. So that see every time it is not possible to go into the lecture, watch it this 3 hours recording. If you can make note of it, it will help you also. Okay. You can revise it later on whenever you are going for the interview. Okay. You can just try to make the note. So this pipelines, basics, NLP, everything. Okay. The task we can do so that you can keep track everything. Okay. Now let's do some practical. Let me quickly. First of all, let's see some text pre-processing. Okay. Okay, so let's connect my notebook. I will share all the notebook with you. Don't worry. First of all, try to see. Dataset link I have also provided here. This is the IMDb movie dataset. Okay, I'm using here. If you want to see, so here I kept my data inside the folder. Okay, IMDb dataset I have kept here. First of all, let's see our directory. So this content, let's mount with our drive because I want to access my data. Yes, you can do practically. Let me share the notebook. Otherwise, see, just all the thing, it's like very easy. I'll show you one by one. Later on, you can try, okay? Because this session has been too long. Okay, it's mounted. Now, what you need to do, you need to take the path of your data, go to my drive, classes, NLP. It's data, my IMDb dataset, copy path. Sorry. Okay, this is the path. Now let's read the data using pandas. Okay. Then if you want to see the shape, this is the shape of the data. If I want to show some of the example. Okay, see, this is my data. This is the IMDb movie review data. Okay, I think you know this is the positive review or negative review we want to classify. But here we're not going to classify. We want to see like how to pre-process the data. Like if you see in the data, if I show you the first row, like third row of the data, if you see there are some HTML tags are there, right? So guys, can you see BR/BR, HTML tags, punctuation, bracket? So these are unnecessary information, right? So like now let's see like how to handle this one. Okay. Now, first of all, what I told you need to apply lowercase. All the text I need to bring here lowercase. Why? Because I told you it's a key sensitive. Now, if you see, all the text has been lowercase. Okay. Now, if you want to see here specifically, now if I run this one, okay, it's like very easy. Just apply a string to lower. It's just Python individual function. Okay, you are applying. Now let's remove HTML tag. So this is the function I have built. This is the regular expression I am using. So basically, if you pass a text here with the HTML tags, so it will just return your actual text and it will remove all the HTML tags. See? Okay. Now you can apply this to your whole code. Okay. Just apply and put your function. Okay. So now if you see in my review dataset, all the HTML tags has been removed. Okay. Now there would be some URL also. If you see some of the text, there would be some URL. Now how to remove the URL? It is also possible. This is one function I have built, remove URL. And suppose let's take some of the example of URL. Now I'm passing the text one. Suppose this is my YouTube channel link. Okay. Check out my YouTube channel. This is the link. Now, if I run this one, it will remove the URL and it will give me the text checkout. Okay. Now, how to remove punctuation? So what are the punctuation you have? These are punctuation you have. String. From string, you can import punctuation. Okay. Now let's make one function, remove punctuation. Now let's give one string with the punctuation. Suppose at the rate, question symbol and some points I'm passing. Okay. Now let's see. Now, if I run it, you can also see the time it took to run. Okay. At like 75 millisecond. And now this is the string with the punctuation. There is no punctuation. NLTK, yeah, NLTK has also punctuation. You can use anything, okay? But this thing actually I referred as my materials. I will share with you. Okay, you can keep it as a reference. Okay, see, you can also take the time difference. Okay, which one is working fine? You can take this one. Okay. Now see, there is no punctuation. Okay. Now chat conversational handling, how we can do. Suppose when we chat in WhatsApp, okay, we write some shortcut like ASAP, ASAP, that means as soon as possible. AFK, away from keyboard. AFAIK, as far as I know. Guys, do you write this thing when you do chat with someone else? Do you follow this thing? Yeah. Okay. So these kinds of shortcut we use. Okay. Okay. So basically, suppose you are, whenever we are trying to make a chat bot. Okay. So at that time, people may give this kind of shortcut also. How we can handle? We can make a chat words. Okay. Like how many possible shortcut you know? Just make a chat words, then create a function called chat conversation. Now, if I pass anything, suppose do it ASAP, do this work ASAP. Okay, if I just pass this ASAP, it will convert automatically to as soon as possible. See? Okay. So these are the pre-processing is very much needed, guys. Okay. So that's why I kept all the possible pre-processing step in this notebook and I will share with you. Okay. You can keep it as reference. You don't have to learn anything from anywhere else. Okay. And all thing I have referred from these books only. Okay. How would this happen? I have created one, you can say dictionary, and I'm just checking whether this ASAP key, okay, it's like I'm splitting the word. I'm checking if ASAP is in key, I'm taking the value. Just see the code, like it's basically Python code only. Okay? I'm not supposed to explain the code. You know, I think it's not like rocket science here. Okay. Very easy. Just see the code. Just try to run from your side, see the code. It's very easy. Then incorrect text handling, how we can do. Suppose there are some spelling mistake in the text. Okay, you can correct also. So there is a library called text blob. You can import text blob. This is the text. There is a certain spelling is not wrong. Generation spelling is wrong. Okay, now let's pass inside my text blob. It will automatically correct. See, certain generations. Okay, same has been converted. You can do it using incorrect text handling. Now stop words. Okay, so NLTK, you can download stop words. Now you can watch stop words you need. I need English stop words, so that's why I mentioned English. Okay, now these are some stop words. Now if you want to remove stop words from your text, so this is the function you can use. So there are some stop words I have kept. Suppose A is there, okay, and is there. Now it will delete. See, now if you see probably and okay, these are some root words only I have. Okay, now you can also apply to your entire corpus. So this is the function I'm calling, and I'm doing the apply on my review. It will take some time. Okay, it's done. Now let's see how to remove emojis. Okay, sometimes I told you emojis is not needed, you can remove. So this is the function, and at the end, if you see remove emoji will be some encoding form. Okay, this is the encoding. So all the emojis encoding is there. Try to execute. Now if I give some of the emoji, you will see it will remove that emoji. See, it will only give you the text. Okay, but if you need the emoji meaning also, suppose this is the like haha emoji. Okay, this is the kissing face emoji. No, you don't have to. This script you will get from Google only. Okay, just write remove emoji script in Python. These are the thing already is there. Yeah, emoji store Unicode you will get also. You can make your custom function. Otherwise, see, these are code is already available. Don't spend too much of time. Okay, try to use existing solution. Just focus on your problem statement. Okay, now there is an emoji library you can install. If you want to also take the emoji meaning, there's a library called emoji. People install emoji, do it. Now see, if I just write here, Python is, I've given fire emoji. Okay, now if I run it, now you'll see Python is fire. It is converting emoji to text, right? You can also convert it like that. Now, if I run this one, loved the movie. It was face blowing a kiss. Okay. So this is the emoji meaning. Now tokenization, I already told you. Tokenization, you can do split function. It is also possible. Python is split function, just right. You will see this is word level tokenization. This is sentence level tokenization. Word level tokenization, I am considering space. Okay. And tokenization, sentence level tokenization, I'm considering dot, full stop. Okay. Now see, this is the list I'm getting. Now, this is the splitting tokenization. You can do it like that. Now, there are some regular expression tokenization also there. You can apply. This is the regular expression, but you can do it easily. Okay. NLTK based tokenization is also there. See, you can you just call it import NLTK, word tokenization and sentence tokenization. Whichever you needed, try to apply. First of all, I will apply word tokenization. See, it is converting this is as word. Okay. Word type tokenization and sentence type tokenization. This is the example. So it will take as a sentence and it will tokenize. Okay. It's like very easy, guys. This text preprocessing and all. These are some basics. But doing parts of speech tagging, then co-reference resolution, parsing, these are some hard topic. Okay. And this is not required for you as of now. Now, Specie has some, I mean, this kinds of tokenization also. Specie library you can also use. Okay, see, it is also doing the tokenization. Now, steamer, I think you know. Steaming, I already told you, it will bring the root word for you. So from NLT, you can import post steamer, portrait steamer. This is the function. Try to give your, I mean, sentence like, see, works, working, worked. Okay. Now, if I run it, it will just give me the root word. Okay. If I apply on a bigger text, you will see. Now, lemmatization is also there. You can import lemmatization from NLTK. The same way you can do it. This is the default code. Just try to execute. It will first of all download the lemmatize the JSON dictionary, then it will give you the output. Okay. So this was actually pre-processing. If you see whatever things I discussed here in my board, okay, all the thing I showed you. Yeah. Now let me share this one with you. I will share the entire folder with you. Don't worry. Just keep it as a reference. Try to upload it in your GitHub so that you won't lose, because this thing actually you'll be using to your entire life. Okay, if you're working in NLP. Apart from that, actually there is nothing. Okay, this was all about text preprocessing. Now let's terminate my runtime because I'm going to run another notebook. Now, after text preprocessing, what we had text representation. That means word embedding. Okay, now let's see about text representation. I will launch this notebook. First of all, let's see bag of word. Sorry, it would be connect. So I'm creating my own data, some dummy data I'm creating. So this is the DF form you can see. Okay, I'm sharing the folder with you guys, so that would be good. Here you will get all the things, slide and everything. Just tell me, is it accessible or not? Okay. Now, if you want to do bag of word, okay, there is a class you can call from sklearn called counter vectorization. How many of you are familiar with counter vectorizer in sklearn? Okay, this is the bag of word. I think today you got to know. I passed my DF, my text. Now it will give me my matrix. See now how it is working. First of all, if you see, it will assign some of the ID. Okay, first of all, comments got 0 ID. DSwithBappy got 1, people got 2, watch got 3, write got 4. Now how it will check? I'm converting to 2 array. I want to see the array it is represented, this text. Okay, now if I see you, the first example, people watch DSwithBappy. Now how it is converting? Now you see, so at the very first, which ID you have? Comments, right? Okay, so comments, it is there at the first position, guys. Tell me. No, right? Comments is not there. If you see 0, 0 is the first position. Comments is not there. That's why it's making 0. Now it will calculate the how many unique words. Yes, kinds of. Okay. Now if you see DSwithBappy, is it there? Yeah, it is there, right? Now that's why it is making 1. Now number 2, what is people? People is there. Yeah, it is there. 1. Then 3, watch it is there. It's there. 1. Now 4, write it is there. It's not there. That's why 0. Okay. Now count how it will do. Now let's go to the second one. DSwithBappy, watch DSwithBappy. Okay. Now if I go to 2 array, now again it will check. Comment is there. No, 0. Then DSwithBappy is there. Like how many times is there? Is there 2 times? DSwithBappy, if you see. Now that's why it's making 2. Okay. That's how actually it works. Your bag of words. Okay. Now there is something called n-grams. This is bag of words only. But here you just mention the range, like how many combination words you want. If I run it, now if you see, first of all, it was just a single word. People watch DSwithBappy, right? Now, if I have mentioned an n-grams range is equal to 2 by 2. Now, if you see, people watch has been together, watch Bappy has been together, DSwithBappy watch has been together. Okay, that's it. It's making 2 words as a one. Okay, then it is assigning the ID. That's it. All the concept would be same. Okay. Now this is the TF-IDF example. You can import TF-IDF from that vectorizer from sklearn. Just feed the data, give the 2 array. This is the matrix you will get. Okay, this matrix you need to feed to your model. Now how TF-IDF is working? It's a little bit statistical. Okay, it's like calculate the frequency and probability score. That's how it works. Don't consider as of now because you won't be using like very much if unless and until you are not working in machine learning. Okay, because in NLP interested you will be getting after learning the transformers and all part, like how GPT is working, how they are processing the text and all. Okay, use it as a tool. That's it. Now if you see there would be some IDF. These are the term frequency ID you will getting. And these are some feature name, unique feature name you'll be getting. Okay, this code is not required. Just you need to apply this code. You need this array. Okay, now this entire text has been converting to this one. Okay, 0 is representing people, then it is representing watch. Okay, that's how actually it's working. Now it was TF-IDF. Now let me show you the another one, which is what to wake. I think what to wake is left. There is a Keras also. Keras has some embedding layer you can also apply. Okay. So it will be discussed whenever we will be implementing our RNN using Keras. Okay, we'll be discussing this embedding layer. So you can also use Keras. Keras has some embedding layer. It can generate the embeddings from your text. So this code is, see, this is the same, your image classification only. Sorry, your text classification only, but at the end you are passing an embedding layer. Okay, that's it. Then model down, compile everything, it is same. Now this notebook will have also the same thing, bag of words and all, but I have like make it as little bit easy here. Okay, you don't need to follow this one. So NLTK you can use, okay, for TF-IDF, the same thing, but I have make some changes there. Okay, now let me show you the actual one, which is what to wake. If you just go last, there is a what to wake example you will get. Okay, now let's run it. I think I need to stop this one. I will share one notebook with you. So there actually will get all the possible word embedding technique. Okay. And mostly we'll get all the discussed one, but there actually it would be written as a like theory also, like the comments would be also there so that you can get to know. I will share one zip file with you. Just wait. Let me share the zip file with you. We transfer. Okay, let it load. Now let's discuss about this word embedding a bit. Sorry, you are what to wake. Okay, so for what to wake, you can use this library gensim. Okay, let's import. I need to mount my drive because I have kept my data here. Okay, now you need to upgrade this gensim because otherwise you will get some error. Okay, that's why I'm upgrading. I think after upgrading, you need to restart the runtime. Now again, just run this one because this path will be changed. Okay. So now this is the code. Okay, this is the code. First of all, what I'm doing, I'm loading my data. If you see there, I kept one data text.txt. Okay, let me show you. There are some text actually. If you see NLP data test.txt. Okay, so these are some dummy text I kept here. Now I'm loading this data. So this is basically loading the data and storing to this list. Okay, let's run it. OS is not defined. Okay, I need to run it again. Oh, it's taking too much time. Guys, am I audible? Okay. It should work, I think, because I have kept some less text. Okay, not too much. Okay, let me restart again. Yeah, this is done. So I'm sharing this zip file with you. Just try to keep it. Okay. All the word embedding technique are there. Okay. In this one, you will get everything. So whenever you need reference, you don't have to memorize all the thing. Whenever you need something, just try to open the notebook. Okay. Try to see how it is working. Try to copy the code and use it. And also keep it this collab, notebook one. Can't reach this page. Is it? Let me try. Incognito window. See, I think it is ready to download, guys. It's working. How many of you are able to access? Yeah, it's working, I think. Just try to accept their request and okay. I think this library is getting downloaded. That's why it's taking time. That's why. See, Babia, you can download it. Just download it and keep it your system because I have very less space. Okay, let me share also here. Okay, you can download it because in future I might also delete from my drive. Okay. Okay, see, it's done. Just I wanted to show you this one. Okay, let me discuss the code. Basically, what you need to do, you need to load your data. So it will load all the data inside the txt file. Then you need to define your word to vec model from the Jensen. You need to define these two things, window. Okay, these are hyperparameter tuning. You can adjust as per your requirement. And then it will build the model. Okay, after build a model, you will train it. Okay, you need to train it. Then after that, you will be getting. Okay, now if you see, What to make is like a prediction model. Okay, now what is the basics idea? Okay, basics idea of what to make is model. Try to figure out the relationship between two words. Okay, suppose if there is a king and if there is a queen, can you tell me whether these two words have similarity or not? Anyone? Just write yes or no. Whether these two words are similar or not. Yes. But if I write king and woman, these two words are similar? No, right? So that is what actually it backendly works. Okay, if you see steel hats, what is the probability? Okay, similar. See, I have given one word here. Okay, with that word, how many of the word is similar score? Okay, with that, it is giving each and everything, right? So that's actually it works. Okay, so now here, if you see, now I'm checking whether these are the words are similar or not. Okay, it's telling, I'm telling, checking Arya and Sansa, these two person are similar or not. Okay, they are similar. That's it's giving the higher percentage. Okay, now this thing, if you want to show as a plot, so this is the plot. I have plotted one thing. Now if you see here, all the words has been assigned to a new color, right? Now if you see those colors together, these are actually similar word in the vector space. Okay, in a higher dimensional space, whenever your model will try to see, it will automatically consider which are the words are same, which are the words are not same. Okay, basically this is the idea behind what to make. Okay, but try to learn as a like I mean the code. At the end, you just need to convert your data to a like vector form and you need to feed your model. That's it. Okay, you don't have to go deeper because mostly we'll be working with the transformer based model and this is not required there. Okay, now see, this is the code. I think you will be able to understand this. Like very simple code, just Python script I have written. Okay, that's it. So these are some word embedding technique you have. Okay, and the notebook I shared there, I have commented and I have added some of the images also with the example. Just try to read it out. Okay, you will get the idea. One hot encoding I haven't showed because I think you are familiar with one hot encoding, right? Guys, can you apply one hot encoding? It's very easy, right? Just apply one hot encoding and do it. Okay, but what are the possible things actually is new to you? I showed you. These are the things you can use. Mostly we'll be applying TF-IDF and what to fake, these two things. Sometimes count vectorizer. Embeddings layer you can use. I already told you. For that, you need some understanding of RNN and all. So that is why you can see this is the same sequential layer I'm added, but at the end I added one embedding layer. So it will generate 10,000 like features, okay, for me. No, theory is not required. Okay, I have upgraded here. See, this is my drive. And this drive link I will share, you will get everything here. All the resources, okay? Today's resources. Okay, guys, is it fine with you? Like, did you get the idea all about this processing, text vectorization, what embeddings, what is NLP? Any problem, any confusion? Or is it fine? Embedding, see, we'll be discussing whenever we'll at least build our first RNN model. Okay, then I will discuss embedding layer. But for that, as of now, just try to know it is by default comes from Keras. You just mention how many output you number of features you want. Okay, I mentioned 10,000. Okay, it will generate 10,000 features for me. Okay. Yes. So how was the session, guys? Did you liked it? Did you learn the new things? Because see, I have learned this. It took me very long time because I told you I referred many things. Okay, and I wrap up everything in just one session. Okay. The session was good, guys. Are you satisfied? See, what to wake, it's nothing. Just import what to wake from Jensen. Okay. It's import what to wake from Jensen. Try to feed your data. Try to get the metrics. That's it. You don't have to go to the theory. Yes, we'll be discussing with some of the projects. Okay, but first of all, you have to familiar with RNN, LSTM, GRU. Yes, convert text to metrics is like all about your word embeddings. Okay, basically you want to convert all the text into number. For that, you have many approaches like bag of word, then one not encoding, what to wake, TF-IDF. These are some different technique, but it has some advantage. It has some disadvantage. Okay, it depends upon the data. Okay, like sometimes see what to fake will work fine because what to fake is totally algorithm based. I mean prediction. Okay, it will give you because it can also learn the relationship about your data. See which words has more similarity with. See, it is also very much good. Okay, than your counter vectorizer and TF-IDF. Okay, the more you will be using advanced like technique, the more your model will be performing good because these are some you can say frequency and prediction based, but in future you will be using something called transformer based. These are the thing. Okay, you'll be converting your text to numbers using transformers and all. Okay, at that time it is like very powerful. And here you can see the features, but there actually you can't see the features. It would be thousands of dimension. Okay, so I hope it was a good session today. You have learned a lot. So if any issue is there, okay, try to let me know and try to explore as much as you can. Okay. Yes, the link will be on portal, no issue. Even now I'm sharing one time. If you need, you can just bookmark it right now. PyTorch installation. PyTorch installation, I think you see the like their website, you will get like as per your machine requirement, just try to copy the link and install. Yes, video would be uploaded, no issue. And try to complete this assessment I given. Try to write a small blog, what are things you have learned. Okay, Nagaras, you can send me a mail. Okay, we can connect and do the installation later on. Okay. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for joining the session. I hope you have liked the session. Try to keep learning as much as you can. Okay. Okay. So let's drop up everyone. Okay. Thanks for joining the session. Bye, people.